He tore his ACL. Speaking of injuries,
I saw that.
Nuggets down bad. But yeah, I whipped up some takes from last week's because we had a lot of people comment from last week's. But obviously, it'll go wherever once we get a take or two, and you can say whatever, of course.
I'm gonna go live on my TikTok real quick and then just put your guys' at in there.
Oh, bet.
All right, bet, yeah.
So that way.
So before we get too deep into the rabbit hole that we could get ourselves into tonight, what is your opinion on Drew Lock?
Ooh, this is a good one.
Yeah, I know what you're gonna say. I remember this.
So I've said this before on my TikTok, and this is a very unpopular opinion, but I really think by the end of their careers, I think Drew Lock will have a better career than Joe Burrow, and I think he has a much higher ceiling than Joe Burrow, and it's not close. I don't think.
Because the cannon.
I like it.
Yeah.
Maybe if we give him another chance and we don't give up on him.
I think we will. I think they will. Depends on what George Payton wants to do. But
I mean, he has all the weapons around him. You know, Cortland Sutton, Jerry Jeudy. Noah Fant is even solid, and Melvin Gordon's extremely underrated.
Working with what's his name, Peyton and Breeze.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they're going to draft a quarterback. I really don't. So I don't
want them to.
I don't want them to either.
Keep on seeing Trey Lance mocked at 9.
I know, that scares me.
I think he goes in the top 6. Honestly, I think someone trades up to get him.
Did you hear that Philly might trade up again?
What is wrong with them?
I don't know. They're a poverty franchise.
Yeah, like I would be embarrassed to be a Philadelphia Eagles fan.
Yeah, one of my friends is, but he also likes the Panthers, so I can go either way.
Yeah, my one of my sister's exes was an Eagles fan. Convinced her to like the Eagles. She actually drove up to Philly for the Ravens and Eagles game last year. I don't know why that game out of all of their opponents, they had to choose Lamar Jackson.
Wait, that was a good game. Nick Boyle scored a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Nick Boyle scored a touchdown.
Nick Boyle ratios the Eagles in 4K.
No, Lamar Jackson juked a ton of guys. And then...
I know. It was a wild game. But she's rooting for the wrong team that time.
Another good Eagles game was when they were close to being the Steelers. Then Claypool scored like his 4th touchdown.
Dude, Chase Claypool went crazy that game.
Yeah, that was. How many he had? 4 or 3?
He had 4, 1 rushing, 3.
1 rushing, yeah, I remember that off the first. Oh my goodness.
He's a beast, dude. And then we just stopped throwing them the ball.
Yeah, I don't know why.
That's because our offensive coordinator was horrible, Randy Fitchner, and when we fired him. So
that's huge that he's gone. But
you're a Pittsburgh fan?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm a Steelers fan.
I respect that. I like that.
Yeah, my family's from Pittsburgh. I grew up there, so it's kind of why. Even though I live in Arizona.
I mean, I'm a Broncos fan and live in Maryland, so.
Yeah, The Broncos are going to be good. Von Miller's coming back. Yeah, you guys are going to be solid.
Secondary might be best in the league.
Oh yeah, secondary, best secondary.
It's solid. I can't think of his name. Justin
Simmons.
Justin Simmons, the safety who guys franchise tagged, right?
Yep.
Oh, we signed him to a long-term deal now. So.
Oh, did you sign
him? Yep.
Someone said in chat, our mod said, "I like this dude.
Player.
He's smart and he knows Dak isn't top 10."
Dak Prescott is not going to be a top 10 quarterback last year. Next year, I mean.
Mm-hmm.
There's just no way. I can't see it happening.
Our third anchor here is a Tom Brady hater. Like, he thinks Tom Brady was not top 10 this season and all.
It's crazy. I wish he could be on, but
yeah.
Yeah, Tom Brady's for sure a top 10 quarterback this year. And in my opinion, he was a better quarterback this year than Russell Wilson was.
Honestly, though, because Russ fell off as he usually does.
Russ fell off so hard, dude. It was ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Maybe he'll do well again this season, Russ, but maybe not. They didn't get much help on the O-line, so.
I promote on my Snap because that always works.
Mm-hmm.
My Wi-Fi was giving me trouble for a second there. I'm back now, though. I saw this guy just said in chat that Lamar is so underrated. TBH, he's top 5. And I just cannot get behind that.
Oh no, you don't even. You said like
barely top 10, maybe.
I don't know, but the rushing,
yeah, the upside
takes him up there. It takes him up to the elite level because no one else can do what he can do.
On
the ground.
no one else in the history of the NFL can do what he can do. I don't think Cam Newton or Michael Vick were ever as electric as Lamar is.
Oh, no, definitely not.
So, I mean, that's what puts him in the top 10 for me.
Mm-hmm.
But it's hard because he just cannot throw the stinking ball, dude. Like, it does not look pretty. He was horrible this past year.
The thing I recognize about Lamar's throwing style is he doesn't step into it. He just
slings it.
Yeah, he doesn't step into it. He just.
I don't know. I feel like he'll do better this season. I don't know. He's got one more weapon, so Sammy Watkins.
Yeah. Sammy Watkins is not. I would not be excited about that if I was a Ravens fan.
It's better than. Who knows? They might draft one too.
One of our mods is a Ravens fan. Man, he was getting so cranky throughout that whole free agency because they just weren't doing anything.
Corey Davis, nope. Juju, nope.
Literally, I don't know how
Kenny
they don't
Galladay,
get us.
no.
Kenny Galladay, yeah. Galladay, man. I get it's upgrade from Detroit, but
Daniel Jones. I'd rather have Jared Goff than Daniel Jones.
Hold on, let me find a good. I know I had a Giants take, and I think that's where we should start.
The Giants fans.
I used to have a good bit of Giants fans. Okay, here we go. I think we did this one last time, but he says Daniel Jones over Jalen Hurts.
No.
Oh.
Actually, maybe.
Okay, the only reason I'm hesitant to go Daniel Jones over Jalen Hurts, because I saw the statistic. I think some ESPN analyst posted it, but the amount of fumbles that Jalen Hurts had and turnovers he had in his first 6 or whatever games were identical to Lamar. And it's hard to look at them the same way in that because of that stat. But they play similar football though. Jalen Hurts isn't as electric or as much of a threat on his feet, obviously, but he has a pretty solid arm.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he could be a really good quarterback in the NFL. It's just if he doesn't stop turning the ball over, he's going to get benched.
And the unnecessary statistic of him constantly rolling out of the pocket. I know the Eagles don't really have protection, but he was putting himself in more danger by just rolling out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about that sometime. I don't remember when, but
I think it was the next one.
I almost feel like I hate to say it, but it's the team he's on. I don't feel like he's going to progress as much as he could being on on a different team. But I feel like they're doing the right thing if they don't draft a quarterback and they keep him because he deserves to get a chance.
I agree. I don't think they believe in him at all. And it's weird because I feel like he didn't play that bad.
No, he didn't play bad at all.
They have zero faith in him. And it's so clear almost when you see how they traded up and how they traded down. And then just the things they're doing is just so weird and how they benched him and the dynamic with Carson Wentz last year. The locker room is definitely something's going on there. And I don't know if he'll be able to be successful in it.
Well, it was a big deal to get Wentz out, obviously, but who knows what they're trying to do in the draft.
Yeah. It doesn't help, too, that Carson Wentz is going to have a good year next year on the Colts because how could he not? Mm-hmm. And they're going to look bad for trading him, but really they just have no pieces.
You think he's going to be, let's say, top 10 at the end of next season? Or where do you see him?
I could see him having a top 12 season, but I don't think at any point, no matter how good of a season he has, I don't think I'd put him in my top 10.
He'd probably sneak into the top 15. I think. I think we had Next Network on last week. Michael said that Wentz was still in his top 15 as of right now. So people still remember that near MVP season. Yeah.
Thanks, Zach Talk Sports, for the follow. Sorry.
Yeah, I think the reason people love to talk about that almost MVP season is because of how great it was, but we can't forget that season stopped because of an injury.
Mm-hmm.
And he came back and he hasn't been the same.
And then he got injured again.
Yeah, and they got injured again. And he clearly has locker room problems, whether it was with Doug Peterson last year or what the dynamic was. He has locker room problems, it seems like. I don't know.
Yeah, I think the locker room problems might be a Philly thing, but we'll see this season. He's on a really, really good team. So,
and he can't complain about getting pressured now with a top 5 offensive line. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, definitely not. So that's
Do you guys think he upgraded at running back though with Jonathan Taylor opposed to Miles Sanders?
I think Jonathan Taylor has become don't get me wrong, he's a very, very good player, but he's become slightly overrated. I think Miles Sanders still is a really talented player. I think they're nearly on the same level.
Yeah.
Like I think people underrate Miles Sanders in most cases.
Yeah.
We haven't even seen his full potential because of play calling.
Yeah, I agree. I think with Jalen Hurts, he'll be really solid though.
Mm-hmm. He already did pick up like from when Wentz was benched. I felt like he was playing a little bit better.
Oh yeah, you could tell too. He felt like it almost seemed like he was more loose out there too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so one question here, one asked by one of our frequent viewers: does Tua Tagovailoa have elite ball placement?
Does Tua?
Yeah.
Do I even need to answer this?
Oh man,
they're gonna get on me now.
Tua?
I actually got a video sent to me by one of our viewers of Tua overthrowing a bunch of passes. I have to send it to Luke.
He's gonna just deny it's not a real thing.
I know.
I feel like I wouldn't give up on him yet. I would not give up on him quite yet. I did see a stat. They sent it to that group chat because he loves Tua, but I forget what it was. It made him look good though. That's all I know.
Kind of like I love Drew Lock.
Tua, I don't even know if I put Tua like in my top 20 quarterbacks. I don't think.
Oh yeah, I don't think so yet.
Is he better than Drew Lock?
Probably.
Oh no.
I think Drew Lock has way more potential and a way higher ceiling, but I think Drew Lock was probably like a bottom 5 quarterback last year. And
yeah, he definitely was.
That's
better than Sam Darnold at least.
Yeah, and Tua wasn't a bottom 5 quarterback. He's probably like a bottom 10. But they're both horrible. They were both horrible last year.
Yeah. I don't know. Speaking of Darnold, let's get out of the way. What's your thoughts on him?
I mean, this is something that I probably will make a video about, but like he's kind of becoming a little overrated.
Thank you. Yes, I believe he is too.
Like I think he could succeed in Carolina, and I think when you have a running back like Christian McCaffrey and you have all those like weapons around him with like a solid defense, I think like he'll play really well. But saying that like he has all the potential to be like a great or even good quarterback in the NFL is like blasphemy. Like he's been horrible over the past 3 years, absolutely horrible.
Yeah,
it's hard to just say that it was all Adam Gase's fault because you can't blame it.
Did you see something like if you watch some of the film? Oh my goodness.
Like some Josh was here right now, he'd be raging.
He's a Jets fan. He still loves Darnold.
He's a Darnold stan.
I mean, I think he'll be good next year. Like, I think he'll be probably anywhere from like maybe he'll hit like his peak in my eyes. He'd be like the 16th best quarterback, and then like he could go as low as 22 for me, somewhere in that range next year.
Yeah, understandable.
We had lots of takes for the next network, but we lost track of time. We were just going on and on with them.
Yeah, they were only on for like an hour or so, but
we were just going on and on with them. Now it's gonna if they didn't have that time limit, we would have been on for 5
we would have been on for so long. I saw a good one here.
There's someone I could talk to forever, honestly.
So some people are thinking that Ryan Tannehill is becoming extremely overrated, and that he's like not top 10.
No.
So
no.
That's accurate.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Okay, like I don't understand this at all. I've heard this before, and I honestly like people should remember that he had a higher pass rating than Lamar did in his MVP year. Like, people just forget that. Like, this man is elite. Like, he is probably a top 8 quarterback. Like, probably 8 or 7 for me.
And then people are always like, "Oh no, he has Derrick Henry. He has the easiest job ever."
I was so mad on that Week 14 Player of the Week where Lamar Jackson won over Jonathan Taylor's 200 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns, Derrick Henry's 200 yards, like 3 touchdowns, Drew Lock's 4 touchdowns and 300 air yards, and they chose Lamar over that, and I'm like, what? That was so.
Drew Lock still got FedEx Player of the Week. Though.
Okay, yeah, because I committed voter fraud at least for 1,000 of those votes. Because I got bored during class and I just kept refreshing the page. I don't care. Lamar did not deserve that Player of the Week.
I don't even remember who they were playing.
They probably just didn't. The Browns. They probably just didn't want to make a post saying.
Was that the
Player of the Week?
Was that the poop game?
Yeah, the poop game.
Okay, yeah.
That's 100% why he won.
Yeah, because he
he Paul Pierce.
I remember I made an Edgy Elway meme where they do like the back of the jersey and the drawings. I like drew a turd on one of them and I said 1 turd in mid-game or something.
That was an insane game.
It was best game I watched all year though.
That game was incredible. I think the Browns and the Ravens will never have a game like that again, though, because the Browns are going to absolutely destroy everybody in the NFL.
Yeah, that's another take. People thinking
Yeah.
they're going to win the Super Bowl.
I don't think it's crazy to think that they're a better team than Tampa Bay. Honestly, I might make a video on it, but I don't think it's that crazy. Even though Tampa Bay brought all their starters back.
Jadeveon Clowney.
Where was the post? Let me look for it. There's a here. Of the Browns roster, 3 are first overall picks, 6 are top 10 picks, and 10 are first round picks on that Browns roster. They're loaded, locked and loaded.
And I always forget they have Odell because he was hurt. So
Odell. You know what's one team I forget that's loaded on offense? Kyler Murray. His receiving core right now is Hopkins, AJ Green, Christian Kirk, and Larry Fitzgerald. If Larry Fitzgerald hasn't retired yet.
Yeah, a little bit washed, but you have the best receiver in the league. So
yeah, DeAndre Hopkins.
Whoa, best receiver
Hopkins is best receiver in the league. Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Who do you say?
I'd probably say him or Devonta Adams are interchangeable for me.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say like Devonta is like so much better that it's so clear,
Oh no, it's really close, but I'll give it Hopkins.
Yeah, I respect it. I just think that year Devonta Adams had last year was crazy, dude.
Yeah, I loved having him in fantasy.
Oh yeah, same.
I had him in fantasy.
I had him in fantasy, and I had Michael Thomas the year before. So
that was a huge dub for you then.
Devonta Adams is like my
receiver god. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think next year's like Devonta Adams and Michael Thomas from the year before will be AJ Brown.
Yeah, he's the best one from that class, no doubt about it. And
those like 150 targets that went to Corey Davis and Johnny Smith are gonna go to him probably.
Mm-hmm. And he was hurt with the knee. Like he was playing through the knee injury.
Both knees too.
Both knees, yeah.
Both knees inside a Pro Bowl season.
Yeah, he's incredible. He's a great quarterback or a great receiver. I mean, I think next year for the Jets, whoever they draft though, Corey Davis is going to be pretty solid too.
He's definitely coming to his own after being such a high pick in the draft. About time.
Yeah, he's definitely been a letdown though.
He's still been a letdown, but at least he wasn't terrible.
I just don't care who wins the AFC. As long as the Chiefs just don't go to the Super Bowl, I can sleep. It's like, God, my hatred for them has become. See, my thing is in 2019 when like Mahomes got the Super Bowl, I was really happy for them. I like Tyreek. I was impressed by his speed. I like Mahomes. What a great guy. And I still have. I'm like, I know I'm a Broncos fan, but it's been like how many years since they went to the Super Bowl? They finally win. I'm happy for them. But then the NFL started overposting about Mahomes. Everyone thinks he's a top 5 quarterback of all time. Everybody's just going on their Mahomes rants and tangents about how he's good, and I'm just like, okay. And then the playoffs made me mad when the head-to-head hit from Daniel Swanson. And if you ask me, Daniel Swanson should be banned from the NFL, considering how many times he actually aims at the head. And and after their playoffs are just playing dirty, the punching with Chris Jones, I just hate the Chiefs. And their fans, I hate them. I hate the Chiefs. Don't ask me any opinions on the Chiefs because they're all biased. And I'm the only person on this planet who will say Patrick Mahomes is bad, even though he's not. But
yeah,
my Chiefs take was they're going to collapse because I said something along the lines of Patrick Mahomes is the worst quarterback under pressure after that Super Bowl.
Said that, then you said that Travis Kelce's the same age as Gronk, and he has some bad CTE already.
I know. Oh yeah, he is going to get CTE.
Yeah, I mean,
cap issue.
I think Travis Kelce did just come off like arguably the best year of his career.
Titan.
So
Titan was crazy.
He's
just a receiver with muscles, man. He's crazy.
Yeah, he really is. I mean, he doesn't. And I think the reason why his career could last longer than Gronk's is because he doesn't block. You know what I mean? He doesn't.
That's true. Yeah.
And he's really just a receiver who lines up in the tight end position. So he could last a long time, and so could Tyreek Hill if Mahomes stays with him for the entirety of their careers. But
one of my Ravens fans friends said that Mark Andrews was going to be better than Travis Kelce last year. Clearly, that did not happen. At all.
Not age well.
Did not age well as Kelce just went off completely.
No, and Andrews kind of fell off.
It's so annoying. It's like, I hated playing at this kid in fantasy who had Kelce because I had Mahomes on my team, so I'd tune into Chiefs games. Like every time he'd throw the ball, but it'd always hit Kelce. I'm like, okay, you're helping me, but you're not. It's like,
what do you expect?
Kelce would get a crazy amount of respect. He just hit him every time. Sorry, Kelsey's the biggest threat on that team. Like Mahomes always hits him.
Like Tyreek is good, but like I feel like he's become extremely overrated.
Yeah, I don't know how people can put him in the same conversation as Julio Jones, Devonta Adams, and DeAndre Hopkins. He's not the same tier.
No, not even close.
Not even the same build physically. He's just
like
fast.
Yeah, I really like Stephon Diggs, but he's kind of getting up there too. But I think Diggs is, I arguably say he's better than Tyreek, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's hard because last year or the year before last year, I guess, Stephon Diggs had Kirk Cousins, and it's not the same as Josh Allen or Patrick Mahomes. So we'll see. This next year will really be telling on what happens with Stephon Diggs versus Tyreek Hill. That's the same tier right there. Those are on the same tier.
Yeah, they deserve to be in the tier 2 or whatever it would be.
Yeah, I agree.
And Diggs, man. Sideline touchdown before Case Keenum decided to come to the Broncos and be mediocre.
I was happy about that too, and then he was terrible. Then we got Flacco.
Case Keenum, I don't know if there'll be another quarterback that I'll be as frustrated with watching on the Broncos as him. Case Keenum is so annoying to watch.
I saw a post today, and it was like,
and Vance Joseph too. Broncos fans think it's bad now.
Vance Joseph was terrible.
Was terrible.
Yeah, dude. Don't even get me started about
Fangio.
Fangio is so good compared to
Vance Joseph. Was terrible.
Do you know where he is now? Because I swear I saw him on.
I swear he's on the Cardinals for a defensive job. I think. I saw there's this funny meme page, like kind of like how you are with Nick Boyle, making Vance Joseph edits, and it was the whole most. It's like they were like the funniest page ever, but like he deleted his page. And it makes me upset because he'd edit like Vance Joseph or WWE clips just beating up Broncos players, and it's just the funniest stuff in the world.
Yeah, see, the thing is, Nick Boyle is actually good.
I know.
Nick Boyle is pretty solid.
Good. We can't wait to have him. What if you get the response like tonight?
Pretty solid. He's really solid.
Oh, and he's good looking too. Let's not forget about that.
Oh yes.
Extremely.
Off topic, but he's having date night with his wife tonight.
How do you know that?
I follow his wife on Instagram.
Oh, okay. No, that's funny.
Yeah, we're eventually going to get him on here, actually.
Yeah.
Really?
For an interview, yep. Hopefully soon. Fingers crossed.
That's so sick.
We're eventually going to get Justin Simmons soon.
Yeah.
If he's live tonight, we're going to rate him.
Yeah, the thing is, he streams, and we rated him maybe
AJ
2 months
Dillon
back.
has 12 viewers. We could ratio him right now. With the story about Simmons, go on about it.
Yeah, so we rated him maybe 2 months ago. We asked him for an interview, and like I think what happened is we rated him and he didn't notice, so he felt kind of like bad. He didn't notice the rate, so he's like, "Yeah, sure, I'm down. I'll do an interview." Then he's been so busy with the tag, and then signed the contract. So hopefully, eventually, we can get some going with him.
We've rated him about 100 times.
That's awesome. He seems like a pretty cool guy.
He follows the sports at Insta too.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick. I remember when they signed Aaron Jones again, I was pretty disappointed that AJ Dillon's not going to get a shot.
Oh, yeah. That was probably the worst signing of free agency.
Yeah, probably.
Thinking about just money in general, and like he could have gone somewhere else and got paid, but the Packers front office is probably one of the worst in the NFL.
Oh, if not the worst. I mean, let's look at their last 3 big moves, right? Their last 3 big moves were the AJ Dillon, Aaron Jones thing, and then AJ Dillon actually getting drafted.
Jordan Love.
And then Jordan Love. So it makes 0 sense.
Jordan Love, the Madden franchise legend.
He is insane in Madden. He's insane in franchise.
All I do in franchise is trade for him and trade for KJ Hamler. You are set. You are set, and you have a dynasty right there between those two.
All right, we have a Buccaneers fan, ICJ, one of our mods. He says Jameis Winston's top 20.
Jameis Winston's not top 40.
Oh man. I feel like I've been a believer in Jameis. I think he can ball out.
Yeah, I think so too. Actually, not to meme on him, but I think they should give him the shot in New Orleans.
100%. No more Taysom Hill. He can be the gadget player that he's always been.
Yeah, I mean, even that though is like, I don't think any quarterback besides Drew Brees would be happy about having some guy just come in and take 3rd down snaps from you all the time. You know?
Yeah. Direct snap and just runs it. That was such an interesting time when he was playing QB.
When you realized Super Bowl 48, Peyton Manning was a noodle arm, put up more points than Patrick Mahomes did against the Buccaneers defense.
Wasn't one touchdown on that, though, a defensive touchdown?
I don't know. I think it was I think Manning had one.
Oh, I think he had one. Then C.J. Anderson probably had a run. Then we had the defensive touchdown. I don't remember.
No, we only had like one that game. It was like 8.
Oh, which Super Bowl? The 2013?
Yeah. Man,
we don't talk about that. Yeah.
I know, but like still, we had a Manning's noodle arm had a passing touchdown against Legion of Boom. And
that was an amazing season on offense, the best offense of all time.
Yeah. Mahomes still has to beat that 55 touchdown record. I'm not a believer until he beats it. He's not going to be top 5 until he beats it.
I don't know.
Top 5 of all time, by the way.
Touchdowns are kind of a bogus stat, though, almost.
They are a bit. Kirk was like top 5 in touchdowns this season.
Yeah, he was like number 5 or 6, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, above Deshaun Watson, Mr. Sexual Harassment.
And Russ. Yeah. God.
Kirk, I just don't understand how people are still sleeping on Kirk. Like, how many videos do I have to make just explaining every little detail for people to understand?
He got slandered so much at the beginning of the season, too.
Yeah, he was.
He was Meme Page's number 1 target.
But the second half of the season, the dude balled out.
Turned up.
Yeah, I mean, we can all talk about Justin Jefferson's great season, but if he didn't have the most accurate passer and one of the most pressured quarterbacks in the NFL, he wouldn't be as.
The thing that makes him look bad is because their defense was so trash last season because they had injuries and they're just terrible. But hopefully they'll be better this season. Not make them look bad.
Callum redeemed a shout out. Callum, what do you want us to redeem?
What are we
shout out someone?
What are we shouting out?
We have a point system here.
We do like points on Twitch, so
Jets go wild.
Yep.
On it. Yeah.
We have a lot of funny ones.
We had to up lots of stuff in recent weeks.
Hey, we can do the shout out after if you want.
Shout out D and
no.
This shout out goes to DN.
Yep.
500 points is worth it.
Yep.
We actually got a streamer the other night. So there's this girl that Justin Simmons plays with, known as that ginger girl. And no offense to her watching this, Jason, but she is genuinely one of the most annoying people. And I'm like, she always screams the high-pitched voice. And just really annoying. So we go in her stream one night.
Hey, no, Adam, let me do it. Didn't we rated her, right?
We rated her, right?
I was in the chat. Adam was he was on his computer, so he rated her, whatever. And I said, "Do you know who DN is? I think he's a good streamer." And she's like, "No, that doesn't ring a bell." And I said, "D's nuts," like the joke. And then Mike Purcell, one of the players on the Broncos, gifts her 5 subs, and he gifts one to me right after I got her with the joke, and it's hilarious.
That's how.
I know. Like, what was it? I got banned because I said something in chat like "y'all are down bad," and I said my balls itch at "Hey Peter, come scratch." Get ready for wings. Hey, by the way,
do you have wings?
Nope.
Uh-oh.
This is my first hot wings hot take with no wings.
Yeah, that's right. Usually he has wings, and people can redeem points and make him eat a hot wing, and it's extremely hot, and he gets great reaction out of it. Okay, let's get it back on topic. Yeah. This guy says Damian Harris will be a top 10 running back next year.
Damian Harris?
No.
No? No. I mean, there's so many guys on the fringe there, like J.K. Dobbins, James Robinson.
Dobbins. If we haven't mentioned his name enough, JK, we go off about how good he is.
Huge fan, yeah.
He really is great.
Yeah, I could see Damian Harris being top 15 or even like top 12, but not top 10. There's too many good established running backs and too many elite prospects that are gonna be super good next year.
Not only is there so many elite prospects, like there's the big 3 coming into the draft: Devonta Williams, Najee, and Travis Etienne, but there's guys like James Robinson, Antonio Gibson, Taylor. Oh my! There's just so many good running backs in this league. It's crazy.
Deandre Swift too.
Swift, yeah.
I love Deandre Swift. I saw some fantasy channel on my For You page saying avoid Deandre Swift next year, and lots of people slandering.
I saw a guy saying that him and Hawkinson are going to eat next year because those are the only 2 good guys on the offense, because they have no receivers.
Dude, they lost Kenny Galladay and Marvin Jones Jr. Who do they have?
Like if they're throwing the ball, they're throwing it to Hawkinson. So
I mean, I think that they'll draft Jalen Waddle though. So I mean,
that'd be a good pick.
I did that in a franchise. Actually, I drafted Jalen Waddle, and Trey Lance fell to the 2nd round, so I got him. I'm right now I'm supposed to face the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. So it's been like my 3rd year with it, and they just go crazy. They just eat.
I think Waddle has potential to be the best receiver out of the draft for sure.
Yeah, people also. Another hot take was that Bateman's the best receiver in the draft.
I can get behind that 1,000%. I love
I think
I love that guy. I think he's really solid.
I know you made a video about Devonta Smith being a bust
Yeah,
because the
not a
frame.
fan. Dude,
Yeah.
he's like I think I weigh more than him, and I'm 5'10". You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's-
How much does he weigh?
he weighs 171 pounds.
Shoot, I'm almost there. Yeah.
Yeah. He has amazing route running.
Yeah, he has everything except just the frame.
Like even his release off line of scrimmage is pretty solid. Like he doesn't get jammed that much. It's just I think I don't want to wish injury on anybody, but I really think he's gonna get hurt. Like he's just too little. I don't know.
Yeah.
He'll probably be like a Robbie Anderson.
Playing against guys like Jalen Ramsey in the league and
it's just
Jair and
Robbie Anderson doesn't have a route tree like him. It doesn't run the same routes. Like Robbie Anderson runs very simple go routes and just he's fast. You know, he doesn't try to shift and get in the middle of the field or figure out the catch. That's like I think that's when he's gonna get hurt.
And speaking of Panthers receivers, this is what we started off the stream with last week. It was Calvin Ridley versus DJ Moore. And we all took Ridley except Michael, but
yeah, I'm taking Ridley, and I don't have to think twice about it.
my 99-cent DJ Moore card.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I like DJ Moore, but he's really overrated, especially in the TikTok community. A lot of
TikTokers.
Yes,
bends over for him.
The TikTok community overrates so many people. It's crazy.
The TikTok community loves to talk about how great DJ Moore is. Like I don't want to bag on the guy, but he really only runs like 3 routes, and a lot of them are just go 50 yards on the field, and that's about it.
It's funny considering they had Teddy.
Mercer and I heavily support Washington, and my thing is I had a franchise because for like I was a believer that the Panthers would have upcoming years the best wide receiver core with Moore, Samuel, and Robinson.
Samuel
needed a quarterback, but Curtis dipped and went to Washington. But I'm happy for that.
David Moore was a solid acquisition. I'll give them that.
Because Curtis Samuel with Scary Terry, that's going to be a duo.
And if they're potentially going to trade up too, which who knows, they might take a quarterback or a receiver even. Imagine Jalen Waddle or something like that. But I don't think
Fitzmagic and Vanilla Vic is going to be the QB battle next year. I think they should try to get someone at least.
I don't know. I don't know. I think this draft is everybody needs a quarterback. Like there's so many teams that need a quarterback.
Yeah, Patriots too.
Yeah, like it's almost worth. Like it might seem worth it unless you're getting Fields.
Come on, you got
Wilson or Lawrence.
Jags. Sure, I disagree that they're giving up on Minshew. I wanted the Broncos to get Minshew this offseason. I thought that was going to be a banger move. I'm like, we get Minshew. We got quarterback competition.
We have 2 of the biggest memes at quarterback.
I know.
Horsecock Block and Minshew.
You got Trevor Lawrence. You got Fields, Wilson, Lance, Jones. Like those 5 quarterbacks, everyone's projecting them to go like right there.
I'm not a big fan of Gardner Minshew, but I don't know.
I like him.
I don't think he'll ever be a top 20 quarterback in the NFL. So at that point, like, what's the point of even trying to give another chance? Maybe sign him as a backup. But you really, like, as a franchise, you're looking for a guy who could be top 10. So you're probably gonna get that in the draft next year, I'd say, not this year.
But he's top 10 in looks, definitely.
Oh, for sure.
For sure.
Absolute stud.
No question.
He got that new haircut too. He like shaved his sides.
Oh yeah, I was gonna talk about that. He posted that on Instagram. He had like his all great chest and stuff like that. He
has that fashion.
He knows he's a meme. He knows it, and he's living.
That's what makes him relevant.
I know. It's like, didn't he get offered to do some adult videos?
Probably.
I'm pretty sure that was the first meme
Jimmy G.
And like his dad was even a meme because like he was in the crowd with like the tank top and
I remember that, yeah.
Sun hat, yeah, or visor. Yeah,
what was I gonna say? Oh man, speaking of the Jaguars, did you hear what like Trevor Lawrence said?
What? I didn't.
He said, I forget. Nick knows on TikTok made a video about it. There's something about him like saying that he could just leave football and not think twice about it, and that he's like not in the league to win Super Bowls. So I don't know. The dude's so talented.
Yeah, I think
my dad thinks he's going to be a bust.
Your dad thinks Dan Marino's the greatest quarterback of all time. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I think the thing with Trevor Lawrence is, and like he's talked about this a lot on his Instagram and like stuff like that, is he's a very religious man, like very faithful man. And I think a lot of like how he sees things is he just like wants to give up all his all his like accolades to like God. And, like, that's super awesome. Like I
Yeah,
love
it's a
that
great
about
thing.
him.
Yeah.
But I just think that's, if anything, probably gonna hurt him in the long run because he'll get hurt and then he'll call it quits type thing. You know what I
Tebow.
mean? Yeah.
Tebow.
Same kind of thing, right? So
Still love Tebow.
I love Tebow. Yeah, I love Tim Tebow too. But
Love you that 2011 playoff game to Demaryius Thomas sideline to the 54.
Demaryius Thomas
stiff arm.
is a Hall of Famer.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I don't know the stats, so I could.
He was so good.
Okay.
Yeah,
also, can we just talk about this? But this might already be on your list.
Edelman
is
Yep.
not is.
I
not
made a video about-
Do we even need to talk about it? We don't. He's
Right.
not. Move on.
We
There's
do.
no debate. There's no debate.
I made a video about it, and here was the receivers I had. This video actually did pretty well. That was the day
Oh yeah, it did.
started posting consistently again. I had these receivers. I was like, if these guys get in, then if Edelman gets in, then these guys must get in. Torrey Holt, Reggie Wayne, Steve Smith, Demaryius Thomas. I had to chuck him in there because he's one of my favorite players of all time, probably. And then Hines Ward.
Yes, thank you.
Yes. Yep.
Yes.
And speaking of rookies coming in, sports cards, Trevor Lawrence's rookie. That's about to
It's
boom.
gonna go crazy.
If the sports card industry does not die off here.
I don't think it will. It's gonna be
won't.
crazy getting those packs in the fall. I'm
hate
sure.
Logan Paul for freaking being a douche and making or whoever made it popular.
Yeah.
That's so annoying.
I don't know.
At least your stores are putting card limits, Mercer. They have not
Yeah,
decided
dude, the Target had the card limit on the baseball ones today.
They are
was
yet
funny.
to do that. They are yet to do that here.
They don't do that at Walmart though. I'm sure.
You
We should do a sports head. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kinda.
I'm trying to get into it.
Yeah, we're not crazy doofuses though. We're not going. I kind of want to go to the days that they sell them and like interview the guys, like do some Eric Andre stuff, like how's it feel to be a virgin, and just like try to get them all riled up and all.
Now
Annoy them so they leave.
Max, you got those. You got that Tua and the Justin Herbert, right? How that optic?
Yeah, dude.
That was crazy.
I have a Phoenix, the Phoenix set that I got. I got that for Christmas. I have Herbert Tua, all that Burrow, and I have them in Absolute Football.
That's cool.
And I have a collection of Jerry Jeudy and KJ.
He has so many of the most Broncos receivers cards out there. He literally you have all of them.
I have a KJ Hamler patch. I go wild for them.
Mm-hmm.
I think I have like a KJ Hamler like rated rookie, some sort of parallel from Optic. I just have it sitting in some box. I don't even think I have a sleeve on it.
Send it to the address if you'd like to mail it.
Yeah,
dude, I will send it to you, Brandon. You can send me your address.
Yeah.
He's gonna be.
Yeah, so
good.
we have a card store on Myrtle Beach when he came to visit.
If you now the one here, I went there today. This store is insane. They have
They're
so
always
much
getting new stuff too. Same with the Myrtle Beach one.
No, the Myrtle Beach one does not touch Cardiac's cards and memorabilia on Apex, North Carolina. It is insane. If you ever come out here, Raleigh area, you won't be disappointed. They have
only
so
have
many
Facebook
packs.
to peep Coastal Carolina's cards or Coastal cards. They're always buying and getting stuff though.
That's true. They do have a lot.
Every time I've been there, they've changed up the store. So when we're going to go there, it's going to be changed up like crazy.
Yeah, I can't
They've
wait.
added so much. And I actually got this out of the $1 bin, a KJ Hamler. It was numbered out of 100.
Yeah, I got the Joe Flacco one that says Elite today is numbered. That had me laughing so hard. Mr. Elite.
Mr. Elite. No. And if you have any Drew Lock cards, I'll gratefully take them.
Yeah. Biggest Drew Lock fan ever.
I've built a collection on Lock cards.
Did you, Mercer, did you tell him about my Drew Lock opinion before we got into this, or did
No, actually, oh man, I forgot. I didn't even tell him about the Burrow, the Lock over Burrow take.
Yeah.
Didn't we already discuss that though?
Yeah, we did, but I never told you that he had that take before. I remember that on the podcast a while back.
Yeah, dude, I had that on podcast, and that was like my first take I posted on TikTok. They got a lot of hate.
Mm-hmm.
That was the first one.
That was a good one to start out with.
Dude, yeah, and then the Devonta Smith, everyone hated that one, but that's okay. It happens.
I mean, as long as you got reasoning behind it. I mean, hey, you're making different videos than other people. That's the thing.
See, when we first started this as a joke with the joke takes, we always had to like build a reason behind it. And like our first one was saying Deshaun Watson would have won the Super Bowl in the Chiefs because he knows how to handle pressure. And we gave reasons, and people were like, he's completely wrong, but he gave reasoning and kind of has a point. Like, that's the funny thing. Like, at the beginning, whenever Mercer and I said something stupid, they were like, he's completely wrong, but he gave reasoning.
Yeah.
Chances back we hoop when he was like, Lamar's good, funny video, didn't get 100,000 views.
I mean, We Hoopin's like entire content is just to be a meme. So like,
Yeah, and he's good at what he does. Give him that.
Yeah, he draws the hate.
Let me see if I can find another spicy take or two.
dude, that guy's duetted like one of my videos like 7 times over. I can't get.
We hooping?
Yeah.
Really? No, he don't follow no one though.
Yeah, I know.
I had him added on Snapchat, and I tried to hit him up because I wanted to get him on here so bad, just so we could get like, just so you know, mess with him and get him to
Dumb shit. Yeah.
just get him to do his little act. But he never opened it.
Or, yeah.
God, these are great. I mean,
I haven't been posting a lot lately, but I need to get back in the flow of it.
yeah, I started posting again this week, and some of my videos did pretty well. So I have more motivation to do it again.
We've been writing videos.
Yeah, we've been grinding so hard on just this for so long.
Yeah.
Trying to get interviews.
TikTok's been curving us too with the views.
Oh yeah, we started that TikTok page and we ain't getting no views on it.
At first we were peaking like 1,000 every video, and then we got like 20,000, 10K, and because like we just went wild. Like one of our like genuine reactions was one night I was at Myrtle Beach, so we couldn't stream, but that's when I got the notification that the Broncos are tendering Kareem Jackson and Philip Lindsay, and I went on.
He was so sad. He was so sad
about how, because Philip Lindsay is my favorite player, and I was just getting so mad about it, getting upset. Like I was laying on my back, just like pointing in the sky, just like, no, they're stupid. Well, like if you would have got a live reaction of when he got released, it would have been good. Because I did not shut up for like a good 30 minutes.
That was all. It was like all genuine too. Like he was so angry about just the front office.
I was calling George Payton a loser virgin. I was just going on.
And then he went off and got Justin Simmons with the long-term we've done so much for the team. We've had a great offseason.
In such quick timing.
He's done more than Elway could have done in like 2 years. So
I know. Like when did he get hired again? Like when did he step in?
February. I don't know why I said May. I think it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, I get you on that though. I'd feel the same way if we did anything to Deontay Johnson. I love that man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He has so much potential. Like he's shown it, but drops.
It's a hands problem, dude. It's a hands problem.
Jerry Jeudy too.
If he fixes that though, oh my gosh, his potential, I think
top 10.
I think yeah. It like,
honestly, yeah.
It like feels dumb saying that though, kind of, because you don't know the quarterback situation with the Steelers and how it's going to be. And
oh God, yeah.
So it's hard for me to be like, yeah, he has potential to be top 10 quarterback when if Big Ben should not stay another year after next year. And then
he shouldn't even stay this year. Yeah.
No, he shouldn't. And who are we going to draft? You know what I mean? It's not going to be Joshua Dobbs.
Josh Dobbs.
Spencer Rattler. Spencer Rattler.
Yeah. I don't know. I like Kyle Trask or Kellen Mond maybe this year.
Kellen Mond, yeah.
Round. But I don't know if we do that though, you know?
Yeah, in the second round too. Hey, at least he didn't trade for Darnold, because I don't think that would have been a great move at all.
Everyone was suggesting that too.
Honestly, Big Ben is better than Darnold for sure.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it was crazy to say that Big Ben was like a top 15 quarterback last year.
Top 20 for sure. I know 440 Sports slanders Big Ben a lot, but
I mean,
Big Ben still.
Everyone does, but he's good.
He has many touchdowns as Justin Herbert, I think.
No, he's solid.
Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of what made Big Ben look so bad last year was because our offensive coordinator called 7-yard slants every single play. So
drop offs.
Yeah, so it didn't make him look good at all. And then his balls were horrible too. So I don't know.
And then the Bengals game happened, and everyone just slandered the Steelers. Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Saying that they're the worst 11-0 team ever, but when has any other team gone like 11-0? Like the last time we saw the biggest win streak was like the Niners 9-week streak that they had last year, snapped by the Ravens.
Yeah,
it's like how many people really get that double digit and all?
It was hurtful though last year being a Steelers fan because we were so hot, and then just so bad.
Yeah,
so bad.
A lot of locker room issues as well.
I mean,
or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Honestly, as a Steelers fan, this may be like a little bit of like a weird take as a Steelers fans, but I was not that happy that we re-signed Juju. It was cool that we got him for like a really low price, but he's just gonna leave next year. So like, what's the point of not putting Claypool or Deontay Johnson into a number one role and getting them more targets?
In order, like, Juju have James Washington.
Not supposed to be a deep threat receiver. You know, he's supposed to be in the slot when they're working him at a number one receiver.
Yeah.
I don't know, but he was running some stupid routes.
My best friend is a big Steelers fan. Knows everything back of his hand. And he wasn't really happy because Juju was like one of his favorite players, and he's just like, he's not a deep threat receiver. They're using him as a wide receiver number 1.
Yeah.
You got to throw someone else in that spot. Claypool can go deep. They showed that this season a lot. He can go deep.
You were literally saying like they didn't throw
His
the ball
first
to him.
NFL catch was like a moss.
Dude,
that was insane.
He did that leap and
that toe touch side. Yeah.
Mapletron.
Yeah, I mean, I think Chase Claypool has potential to. I mean, after those couple games, like that 4 touchdown game, like he was unstoppable, and he could be a really good receiver in the NFL. We just need a better quarterback, dude. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel bad for my Steelers. We're not going to be that good in the next couple of years, so it's tough.
Yeah, you're pretty much looking at finishing 3rd in that division, and that's a new feeling. Hasn't been like that for a long time.
Yeah, and also like we're not going to be a team that goes 2 and 15 now, 17 game season. We're not going to be a team that
the defense will carry. Yeah,
we're too good of a defense to have that happen. So we're never going to have a top 5 pick. So it's going to be a long downhill slope for us, and that's what's scary about it.
I mean, honestly, who do you think do you think they're going to take Najee or try to get a running back from the draft, or maybe rock with someone else?
I mean, here's the thing. The tackles that are going to be available around then in the draft are not going to be all that promising. Like Vera Tucker, if he's still there, I think we should take him, but I don't think he'll be there by then.
Yeah.
Because I think he's like my 3rd best tackle in the draft besides Slater and obviously Penei Sewell. But if Vera Tucker's there, you take him. If he's not there, you take Najee Harris because he looks like a generational talent at running back.
Sure.
But it's just hard to take him when you don't have a line,
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Kind of like Saquon.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Saquon.
that guy reminds me a lot of Saquon, honestly.
Yeah, I think he does for sure.
Yeah, like not obviously not to the caliber of Saquon, but he's really athletic. He's really shifty. He's big, and he could be great in the NFL. If he goes to the Bills, I'm taking him in fantasy. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, for sure.
I like Devin Singletary. That's for sure.
Singletary's trash, but
I'm a fan of him.
Zach Moss might get that number 1 role. I think he'd be a really, really good pick, and I don't think he'd be up there too high.
In fantasy?
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be a late rounder.
Yeah, I drafted him last season too, just like stashed on the bench, but I ended up dropping him.
And Deandre Swift last season. I'm a fan of Swift.
My biggest fear right now for the Steelers in our division, not even for my Steelers, is for the Ravens. Like you have Lamar, who obviously is a great prospect, but you guys are not going to win that division. Where do you go from here? Like, do you try to get a high pick? Like, what do you do?
Like I feel so bad because like I know Nick Boyle, he's not going to get that Super Bowl ring.
He needs it.
He needs it, man. That'd be cool to see, right? But like that team's just going to be so disappointing. They're going to become like the Packers.
Yeah.
That disappointing level.
It's going to be like maybe they get to the AFC Championship, maybe.
I'm not sure if they'll bring it back up to that. But
I don't know, dude.
They still haven't made it.
Yeah, and the Browns are so good. They're so
the thing
good.
Is about the Ravens is like they just every season it just feels like I don't even know. Like urinating trees, since you're a Steelers fan, do you watch them?
Yeah, I watch Ravens a lot.
No, urinating tree, the YouTuber.
No, I don't know who that is.
Oh, he's a Steelers. He's one of the funniest football YouTubers out there.
Check him out.
He's a Steelers fan, but like he brought it about. He does weekly reviews every week. He just brought up the Ravens, like are you here to win it or not? Because the Ravens just find themselves every year in the same position. Like, oh hey guys, we're in the playoffs. Let's go somewhere now, and they just seem to stall out and bum out.
I feel like that defenses can be fairly overrated too.
Oh yeah.
They have some studs. They lost a stud, but they're fairly overrated.
I mean, they're like 2 or 3 players away from being like Super Bowl contenders.
Like, for sure.
You know what I mean? Like they just need a couple more like defensive players, and then all they need is a receiver.
Like, a true wide receiver one that's big and can catch the ball. Like
yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Like if they could figure out a way to trade up and get Jamar Chase, immediately I would consider them.
The Bengals are snagging him.
You think so?
Joe
They
Burrow
need
wants the
O-line.
LSU connection. He don't care if he's going to get murdered again.
I don't know, dude.
I don't know. They shouldn't. They shouldn't take him.
I think they will, honestly.
Yeah, they will, but they shouldn't.
But it's gonna go down as a really bad pick, I think.
I think he's going to be a stud, but like.
Yeah, me too. And that's hard saying it's gonna be a bad pick when he's gonna be good. But you need a tackle so bad.
It's a good pick, but it's bad for the team.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
They got like what, 2 guys in free agency, 2 tackles in free agency or something like that.
Yeah, and I think they're like they weren't even healthy.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
still
they're still not going to be like a top 15 of line. That's not.
Yeah, no, they're not. And I think you need a guy like Rashawn Slater or Penei Sewell, whoever your guy is, whoever you want to take, probably Sewell, and you ride with it. I think you know.
And they already have a stud with like T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd, so you don't need any more weapons really. I mean, tight end. Honestly, Kyle Pitts. Yeah, exactly.
I think the better pick for the Bengals would be Kyle Pitts rather than Jamar Chase.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
But they'll probably take Jamar Chase because of the connection from LSU.
Yeah.
So it makes the pick even worse because you want them to take Kyle Pitts if they're taking a weapon. But if they're not taking a weapon, take Penei Sewell. But no, Jamar Chase.
Like, there's 2 better picks than Jamar Chase, and they're going to.
Yeah.
Who knows what the Falcons are going to do? Because I feel like.
Trade down. You have to trade down. You have to.
Yeah. They don't need to take no quarterback. I keep on seeing Justin Fields being mocked. I'm like, no. Matt Ryan can still play. And he still has a bunch on that contract.
Not only can Matt Ryan still play, I'm pretty sure he had like 4,900 yards last year, something like that.
He was up there, yeah. But it's because they'd be playing from behind.
4,500. Yeah, he wasn't bad last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, at all. He was 4th in yards. He had 26 touchdowns, 11 picks. He was not that bad. He averaged 280 passing yards a game.
Jesus.
Like,
yeah.
That's more than Josh Allen and Aaron Rodgers. Like,
more than Josh Allen?
Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah. I mean, you can blame a lot of it because they play from behind and they don't have the best running backs in the world, but he still can ball.
Dude, the dude's an MVP. Like,
people forget prime Matt Ryan.
Like, he was
2016
good.
Matt Ryan.
And also, I don't think I've really seen much slander on Matt Ryan. So what's the point of replacing him? It's not like I've seen any like clips of him on TikTok throwing horrible passes. He's not.
The only slander is that picture of him in the bikini or the bra.
I might have to put him. I might have to put him at top 12 or something now. Dude, shake it up a little bit.
I don't think he is top 10, but I think he quite literally is 11 or 12 for me. Like right behind Dak Prescott. I think I'd put him.
Goodness, yeah. I don't know, but then you have like Justin Herbert and Kyler Murray and Derek Carr, who's getting extremely overrated on TikTok, and I'm tired of seeing it as a Broncos fan.
Derek Carr is not good. He is the king of mediocrity.
He's the most average quarterback ever, I think.
Who wears eyeliner and looks like the Undertaker.
He looks like Sid from Toy Story.
Yeah.
His throwing motion when he steps in the passes, he just looks weird. And who's he going to throw to? Just Darren Waller 100 times a game? Like
Henry Ruggs the third.
He's horrible.
The channel
I know,
meme.
the bust.
Henry Ruggs is horrible, dude.
I saw.
I can't believe they took him over Judy. They're such clowns.
Bunch of bozos. And Las Vegas. I almost said Oakland. Then I almost said LA because
can they fire Gruden, please?
I know Gruden.
Gruden's a meme.
He's horrible. Not a good coach.
He just has respect because of the Buccaneers and all. That's literally it.
Pretty much.
Oh, I had a hot take for you guys that I wanted to.
Oh yeah, go for it.
This one's a little out there, but I'll make a video on this too, so you can see my reasoning, and we'll talk about it. But
okay,
I think next year, I think Baker Mayfield will have a better season than Russell Wilson.
Oh shoot!
Oh,
this is good.
Yeah,
Baker's underrated.
Yeah, I think it's hard because the Seahawks and Russell Wilson's so good.
Mm-hmm.
I think with that team and that offensive line, that running back core, OBJ coming back, their defense being so good, they're always gonna get the ball back. I think he's gonna have like a top 6 season, which is crazy to think about.
Baker in the top 6. Now, if you would have said that 2 years ago,
I know that's what I'm just thinking of.
Yeah.
Now he's becoming like really, really slightly underrated.
Yeah, I mean,
last season.
I'll make a video on it, and then I know I'm gonna have so many mad Seahawks fans. in the comments.
Yeah, they're the worst fans in the league.
Seahawks are the worst fans, dude. I can't.
Dallas this, Dallas that. It's Seahawks.
I don't know. I think I'd probably say Ravens fans, but that's kind of Steelers fans.
That's just
That's nah. See, I used to like the Steelers as a kid. They're like my second favorite team for so long. But then the Nick Boyle meme.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. I still love the city of Pittsburgh, though.
Oh,
I love the two other teams. Penguins and the Pirates. Love them.
Oh yeah, the Pirates are horrible, but
yeah, I still like them though.
Yeah.
Go O's. Let's go O's. They're beating the Rangers as we speak right now.
The Rangers are trash.
They're
still better than I don't know.
We just lost to the Mariners 3-1. We got 3-1 by the Mariners, dude. We're down bad.
Yeah.
We really started off the season really like we were.
Y'all start off so good. You guys are so hype, and then they started losing to the Red Sox.
How long has stream been
Red
going?
Sox are insane.
I'd say for about an hour, fair hour.
Yeah,
just about. Yeah,
just about.
Mercer, you got any hot takes?
Yeah, let me.
Yeah, so many from last week.
I screenshot a ton of them. Let me see if
all of a screenshot for just Nick Boyle images.
Well, no, a lot of people just are like, oh, Nick Boyle's.
Nick Boyle, top 1 tight end.
Okay, here we go. This comes from my friend Colin. He says John Johnson III is the most underrated player in the NFL, and I forget he's on the Browns now. So
who is
John Johnson III, the safety for the Browns?
Oh yeah,
he was on the Rams right last year.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, he's most definitely not the most underrated player in the NFL. He could be underrated.
He's underrated, but yeah.
Not the most underrated player in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I haven't like watched too much film on him or even like really know much about his stats, so I can't really give an opinion. But
yeah, well then, who do you think is like who's your most underrated player? Any position?
Well, that's hard because like you want to take into positional value too, right? Because like if I were to say the most underrated player in the NFL is like a running back, then I'd sound stupid. You know what I mean? And I don't think it is. But because of positional value, I'd probably say like Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I love Kirk. Everybody knows that, and I probably say most underrated players.
I have 3 of his jerseys.
Yeah, so I'd probably say Kirk off the top of my head. But honestly, if I can't choose a quarterback, I'd probably say AJ Brown.
Yeah.
AJ Brown.
There's a lot of good receivers though.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard. It's really
hard. Milk redeemed a shout out. Milk, what do you want us to shout out? Also, someone said Ryan Nails under it. No.
Ryan Nail.
Is that the running back for the Bears?
The white guy, yeah. I had him on my all-white team for 1 week because Christian McCaffrey.
Most underrated
and Rex Burkhead got crippled.
Devin White or...
Stop it. It's Maple. It's Owen. Yep, it's Owen, of course it is. Or Gunnar Ozuski. Whatever his name is.
Devin White could be in the conversation.
Oh, definitely. That defense is so elite.
Yeah, dude, it really is. Who do you guys think of a better defense next year, the Browns or the Bucks?
Shoot, give me the Browns.
Yeah, I think so too.
With the new acquisitions.
Dude, here's my hot take. I think
Browns.
Jadeveon Clowney will have like an 11 sack season next year.
Yeah, I think he's gonna ball out. He's become really underrated. I feel like.
I wish the Broncos signed him last season.
We'd be nasty.
Chubb, Jadeveon Clowney, and Von Miller. Oh God!
Imagine being a quarterback and playing against them 3.
Imagine being Derek Carr's no O-line team, right? They let the Raiders just went from one of the best teams to protect the quarterback to the worst.
Yeah.
And look at their division too. That defense that they have to go against 2 times. You got Joey Bosa, Melvin Ingram. All right, you got the Chargers. You got to worry about. Chris Jones, Frank Clark on the D-line of the Chiefs. And now you have Chubb. And
everyone on the Broncos. Yeah.
Everyone on the Broncos.
Ryan Nall 2,000 rushing yard season. Oh my God. somebody ban him.
Christian McCaffrey.
Shout me out so I can suck Hey Peter.
No, that's the dude that keeps on commenting day 3 until Hey Peter sucks my toes or something.
Shout out for Mercer to suck his toes.
No, stop it. All right, here we go. Let's talk about Zach Wilson. We haven't talked about him yet. This guy says he won't do any better than Sam Darnold.
Oh, that's a horrible take.
No.
Yeah, he'll definitely do better.
Yeah, you can't say he won't do any better than Sam Darnold because the situation is 1,000 times better in New York than it was when Sam Darnold was there. And
do you see
Zach Wilson's better.
I think it's the opinion or take or the expectation of Sam Darnold. Something Darnold or someone said is that he's going to stay in the NFL for 20 years and win Super Bowls in New York. Or how that aged.
Aged like spoiled milk.
Yeah. I think Zach Wilson has the potential just for his raw talent. Jeez, again. Just his raw potential to be a top. Honestly, it's like a top 8 quarterback with how good he is.
Goodness, yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. The thing about this draft is there's so many guys that are expected to be good. Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields, Zach Wilson. Then you have 2 others. You have Mac Jones being up there. You know, we keep on being mocked to take him at 9. I'm like, oh no. I don't want to be a casualist and be like, oh, Mac Jones is terrible. But I don't know.
I mean, didn't Mac Jones have the highest passer rating and most efficient quarterback college season of all time? Like better than Joe Burrow?
I don't really follow college.
I don't really either, but my buddy who does has told me that he had the most efficient college quarterback season of all time. So
I wouldn't be surprised.
And I've had multiple people tell me that, like, if this was a different draft year, Mac Jones would go number 1 overall, blah, 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 blah. So, I don't know.
Probably would, yeah.
I just think about it.
Like if it was next year, for sure.
Oh, but, for sure would next year.
Yeah, because there's no one, but.
Oh, no.
Josh said something saying there's 2 huge, great talents.
Huh?
Josh said something on the group chat about 2 huge talents.
What are you talking about?
Like, I guess the quarterbacks or something.
Oh, I guess he's watching the stream.
Yeah.
Okay. This just says Nick Chubb is top 3. Browns trade up to 11 or 12 to draft Micah Parsons, who I'm a big fan of, and the Browns make the Super Bowl. We just can't stop talking about the Browns tonight.
Micah Parsons in the locker room.
I don't know. I don't know. I haven't watched too much film on Micah Parsons, to be honest. I watched like his highlights, but that doesn't really do him.
Yeah, it shows that.
Yeah, it only shows the good things, right? And you've heard a lot about how bad he is in the locker room. But one thing I don't like about Micah Parsons though is that he plays so many different positions. Like I want a defensive player who is elite at his like one job and can play other positions, but he's not an elite playmaker in one position. You know what I mean? And you need that out of a defensive player, especially out of a top 12 pick. So
for sure.
I don't know if he's worth it, honestly.
I wanted us to take him for a while, but second round, Jabril Cox out of LSU. I have a lot of faith in him. I keep on seeing people talk about him. He's so good, but I don't know. I really don't do my homework on like drafts other than like the top 10 because I've just seen it over the years. You can draft guys in like the 6th and 7th round, and they can be the best players of all time, like Tom Brady, George Kittle. Yeah, just the list goes on. So.
Yeah, I usually look at like the top 5 in each like skill position, like running back, receiver, quarterback. I don't really look much into defense. Maybe edge rushers, maybe corners, but
yeah, corners. Patrick Surtain.
And I wanted us to get him, but no need.
We're stacked.
Oh my gosh, J.C. Horn is becoming the most overrated player in the draft.
I'm hearing a lot about him too.
Ridiculous, dude. People are considering him the best corner all of a sudden. Patrick Surtain and Caleb Farley are on a whole different universe than J.C.
Farley's gonna fall because of the back issues, but
yeah,
he's still a baller.
Yeah, I agree.
Michael Ojemudia was low-key underrated this season on the Broncos. That boy can hit, and he can strip the ball too. He was constantly poking the ball out. He had like 4 forced fumbles this season or something.
Marshall, did you
and he killed Henry Ruggs the third.
Did you say that someone said that Nick Chubb was a top 3 running back?
Yep.
I don't know about that.
Nah. See, last week they asked Chubb or Dalvin Cook, and I like both of them, but I like Dalvin Cook more.
Yeah, same. Dalvin Cook's gonna be my guy.
I think I like Dalvin Cook more. I wouldn't be mad at someone putting Nick Chubb over Derrick Henry though.
Really? I feel like, oh man, I'm seeing a lot of Derrick Henry disrespect.
Yeah, so much slander on Henry now.
Yeah, I mean, I think I don't like the slander on it. He's by far the most dominant runner in the NFL.
Yeah.
But I think you give Nick Chubb 378 carries, he probably puts up 2,000 yards too.
Yeah, 100%. Same with the other 2 or 3.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think in the modern NFL too, you need a running back who can catch the ball and make plays after the catch. And Derrick Henry obviously
elusive. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. It's hard.
Running backs, they're just so hard to rank anyway.
Yeah.
But if we can all agree that that Alvin Kamara is not top 5, then I think we're doing good.
Oh yeah, Alvin Kamara is not top 5 running back.
Yeah, thank you.
Mr. Dump Off.
Ridiculous.
Here's Drew Brees with the dump off to him.
Think about this, okay? His average depth of target last year was 0.1 yards.
I'm saying it was just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It literally is just. That's it. Not top.
That should change with Jameis Winston in the center, but.
Well, he probably won't get as many.
Noodle arm Breeze.
Oh no, he'll get more just pure rushes. No more after the catch BS.
Well, dude, Latavius Murray was like a dominant rusher last year.
I saw this thing Sean Massa did. He was put two. We can do it between us three. 2 backup running backs together and make a really good running back. My picks were Tony Pollard and Philip Lindsay. What do you guys got? I could have been boring and chose Kareem Hunt and AJ Dillon, but I didn't want to get into the committee BS.
Yeah. Give me a minute to think about it. You can go first. I'll
go ahead, Adam. If you know, you'll probably choose Philip Lindsay too, but
Lindsay's on there. It was someone I don't know if you guys want to consider him one, but he played a lot last season. But Mike Davis was very solid for the Panthers, in my opinion, when McCaffrey was served his injuries last year.
Latavius Murray and Tony Pollard are better.
I know, but Mike Davis, I liked watching him. He was good.
He was solid for like a week or two, or a few weeks or two, and then kind of
that game
off.
Against the Falcons, he went wild on that Thursday night game. He went dumb against the Falcons, but give me Lindsay and Latavius Murray and the Philip Lindsay.
I think Latavius Murray is like the obvious choice for one of them, just because of how big he is and how strong that guy is. Mm-hmm. And I think my second choice will probably be Nyheim Hines if I can choose him.
NC State boy.
Yeah, dude, he's so elusive, so shifty, can catch the ball, can run routes. That dude's good.
He's gonna be good this season because I feel like Wentz definitely can dump it off.
Yeah, I mean it'll depend if he'll even get that many.
That's true because he's gonna be the guy.
Dude, you know what I don't like is seeing Jonathan Taylor in the top
5. Yeah, 5 or 6. Yeah. It's crazy, dude. I won't be taking him. If there's someone I will take a chance on, maybe in the top 15, probably maybe Swift.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I would. I think too what's the running back name for the guy who got injured on the Colts? The third one.
Marlon Mack.
Yeah, Marlon Mack's back too, right?
Oh shoot! I thought he was a free agent. Hold on.
Marlon Mackerel.
Did he sign somewhere else or?
Let me check before I say anything stupid. That is a good point though, because that dude's actually pretty good. He's still on the Colts, yeah.
Yeah, he re-signed, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he did.
Marlon Mack's pretty solid. So they're gonna have Nyheim Hines, Marlon Mack, and Jonathan Taylor. That sounds like a committee to me.
Yeah, it's not gonna be good.
Yeah, and NFL teams don't care about our fantasy.
Nope,
league.
not whatsoever.
So they want to keep their guys healthy, so they're gonna switch them out and give them even touches.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna stay away from Jonathan Taylor. His ADP is gonna be so high.
Dude, his ADP is 4 or 5 right now, and in dynasties it's 3.
I could name maybe 5 or 6, probably more than that. Running backs I'd take. I'd almost take James Robinson for sure again this season.
I would take James Robinson over too because with Trevor Lawrence back there and all the weapons on offense.
I have him in dynasty, but
Oh, that's huge for you.
And I'm gonna draft Trevor maybe, but that league kind of went to crap anyway. But I'm trying to think of another guy that's out there. Maybe J.K. Dobbins. I feel like he'd be taken at a decent. Obviously, I'm a big fan of him.
Yeah, same. Who isn't?
I mean,
he's great.
Let's see here.
Or Damon Harris. I even take him.
So I have a Fantasy Pro subscription, right? And you do mock drafts on there, and it has its own consensus rankings and stuff like that. And the top, right now, I just did it. The top 6 picks were Mahomes, McCaffrey, Kyler Murray for some reason, Alvin Kamara, and then Jonathan Taylor was 5.
Why is Kyler Murray?
I mean, I'm doing.
Unless you're playing Superflex or 2QB.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I do 2 quarterback leagues. So here, let me.
I got you.
Let me set it at 1. Let me set it at 1 and see what it does.
Yeah, because I think most people.
Most people do 1.
Yeah.
So if I do 1 quarterback league, the top 6 picks are McCaffrey, then Jonathan Taylor, then DK, then Devonta Adams, then Saquon and Dalvin Cook. So Jonathan Taylor at 2.
Devonta Adams makes me sick up there. You can get some other good running backs or wide receivers for a discounted.
Devonta Adams is 28 years old. It's it's not.
Oh yeah.
And who knows if Aaron Rodgers is even going to stay?
Yeah, Mr. Jeopardy host. He might retire and be a Jeopardy host.
He's so
this
damn
rate.
sexy up there.
Yeah, he is.
He had the sweater on like the first time, and then he had the suit on now.
Dude, that one guy who wrote the "Why'd you kick the field goal?" That was hilarious.
That guy's funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've actually met Aaron Rodgers before.
Really? No way.
Why did you not take the ball and run and make a dive for it? John Elway did it. It worked for him. Aaron Rodgers should have ran that ball. I don't care what anyone says. Should have. He would have made it, in my opinion. He would have.
He's got some legs on him still. He had a few rushing touchdowns. Yeah.
Yeah.
That made me so mad when he threw it. I was just like, what? Why?
Yeah, it looked pretty open there.
He looked like he. Who knows what can happen, but it's like, yeah.
Packers are a poverty franchise. They'll just disappoint.
Yeah, I wish the Niners would have drafted Aaron Rodgers, man. They would have done him so much better.
Who?
The Niners.
Oh, yeah, Niners. And and they chose Alex Smith. Look how that went.
Unfortunate.
Got put on the back by Kaepernick. Kaepernick was wild.
I love Colin Kaepernick for what he's done for the the social world and African American rights and all that. I love him for that, but just because he did all that does not mean he deserves a starting spot in the NFL.
Doesn't deserve to be at 82 in Madden better than a lot of people.
Drew Lock.
Stop it.
I'm pretty sure when he was put in the game, he was better than Josh Allen.
Yeah.
He was
the
better
GOAT
than
himself.
Allen, Tannehill, Cousins, I think. He was like above all of them. And Drew Lock. But
it's Madden though. What do we expect? Madden downgraded Dalvin Cook after his
dad
died.
Away. Yeah, that was disrespectful. They should.
And they randomly gave Odell like a downgrade for no reason one time because he was out.
They gotta cancel. Yeah, dude. Even though people have already tried and they won't listen because business is business.
The worst thing about EA or just any sports video games in general, there's no other competitor. It's EA. Yeah. EA, well, except 2K.
Well, I know 2K is making the NFL game that's releasing this year or the next year. They're making the non-simulation NFL game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really excited for that.
Yeah, 2K. I mean, they even have their things, but it's mostly the basketball.
Come on, I have
2K.
I have 3 copies of this absolute banger of a game, Madden 12. I love Madden 12.
I have NCAA football 14.
Oh yeah, I have NCAA 13. I snagged it at my local GameStop for $30, and it works perfectly.
Doesn't that game go for like hundreds of dollars now?
Yeah, 14 goes for hundreds. 13, I could probably 14. Sell it, but I would give it to you, Adam, if you had a PS3.
Yeah,
because I don't play that thing anymore.
You actually owned a PS. Every kid had a 360.
I didn't love that thing, but I still have it. Let's talk safeties again. He says Jamal Adams is still top 3.
No.
It's Ricky as well. So
give me
Justin Simmons.
Give me Minka Simmons and
Simmons.
Who are you gonna play?
Honey Badger.
No. Jamal Adams is so much better than Honey Badger.
Honey Badger a fraud. Tyron a fraud. That's his new name. Tyron fraud.
Oh, Jesse Bates.
Jesse Bates. Oh yeah, Bengals.
Bengal. Yeah.
He's a lot. Yeah. He's overlooked.
That position just has so many studs though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I'd probably say Jamal Adams probably top 5.
5, yeah, I can agree with that.
He's probably 4 or 5 for me. I'd probably put Honey Badger over him, but that's probably not the most popular opinion.
Yeah, but
Honey Badger lost lots of respect after the whole Super Bowl thing.
I've never really liked the guy at all.
Yeah,
I mean, he's good. If you have a nickname and everyone calls you by it, I mean, I think you're good. Like a good nickname.
So like Blitz Boy.
Badger. Well, but not referring to like a bad way. Like
yeah, I know that's stuff stupid. Same thing with Michael Thomas.
Even the commentators.
I'm tired of him being called Slant Boy.
Even like when the commentators call you Honey Badger or like your nickname, that and then you're like, it's like you well earned that to be called that. Tyrann Mathieu earned to be called Honey Badger.
I just seen your TikTok commercial. Go watch it. I want to talk about this. Some dude duetted one of my videos and said that winning is a quarterback stat. Sean Massa duetted. I don't know if you saw it, but
let me peep this one.
I mean, the dude has 600 likes and 600 comments. So.
Oh wow. Ratio.
Yeah.
Speaking of ratios, I saw this it's out of topic completely, but I saw a thing of it's like
no. He's saying he's disagreeing with the dude that stitched you.
No, I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that dude is ridiculous.
God. Yeah, the dude. I don't know if he's. I don't know. He's clueless or he's trying to get. I don't know.
Trying to get views. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I at the same time though, I kind of do understand his argument because like the outcome of a game does mostly
Heavily rely on a quarterback most of the time, but then
there's
the
so much other
defense
stuff,
has to
though.
play defense too, and that's the thing.
Yeah, and the offensive line has to block. There's so much more.
It's a team sport.
But
Yes.
yeah, exactly. So it can't fall on one person.
Yeah, so
Especially
it's
when
not a
position-
QB stat.
Yeah, especially when that position is played by one person and not a unit.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
it's not. Yeah. I don't know.
Trying to think of like other sports. I know in hockey, goaltenders, they get wins as a stat, like it's actually like in the stat line, and I feel like that can.
That makes sense.
Yeah, because they gotta protect the goal.
They do. Yeah, I know that one kind of makes sense. You don't see that in basketball though. Oh, point guard. Oh yeah, wins is this? No, definitely not. And why should it be a stat in football? It shouldn't be. It's a team sport. But
Well, football is more of a team sport than any other sport. So I think
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
the reason I think the NFL is the most entertaining league to watch is because it's a team sport and there are no super teams how there are in the NBA.
yeah, thank you. I'm a big NBA fan, but I can't stand the super team stuff.
Mickey.
Mickey, KD, Kyrie,
Well,
James
dude,
Harden.
The draft also doesn't matter at all.
Oh no, not at all.
Yeah, it's like
There's always like 3 good rookies, 2 good rookies.
yeah.
John and Zal, LaMelo, and maybe
LaFrog,
Halliburton.
LaBum. I don't know. Mickey's.
I don't know. I mean, that's why the NBA is always kind of boring to me because there's only 3 teams in contention. Like if you would have told me halfway through last season that the Bucks were going to win Super Bowl, I'm like, you're stupid. It's gonna be the Chiefs or the Bills or you know what I mean, something like that.
Yeah. See, there's so much more like variety because you never know like what team. Like you don't have a team.
So many upsets too.
You don't have a team like I hate to keep using the Browns, but like you don't have a team that's complete ass 3 years later be a contender in basketball. Like never. No, you can't rebuild that fast ever.
Well, dude, it's because the NFL is so balanced in terms of
it's the most balanced league out there.
Yeah, and it's because there's so much positional value at so many different positions that it's quite literally a perfect league.
Yeah, perfect sport even.
Yeah, true. I agree.
I know, and the disrespect to the MLB too. I feel like MLB is getting lots of hype this year, and as it deserves.
I don't watch football, so I don't know.
Yeah, Josh is a big.
Yeah, he's a baseball player.
Yeah, and he's really big on it. Always has been.
I used to stand up for hockey, but I don't even watch it that much anymore. That was my sport.
I tried getting into it.
That was my sport, man.
I tried getting into it this season for the Caps, but I really didn't follow.
Yeah, no, it's pretty boring.
They're fun to watch the games, but like.
Yeah, but yeah, football just top of the list, no doubt. It's just because of things like that.
And the fantasy, the best fantasy out of all sports.
Oh,
hey, thanks for the bit.
There's a whole community, man. Like that's basically what started me making videos was because that's how I got on like this side of TikTok way back in like August and July was because of fantasy.
Oh yeah, that was me too. I mean, my account, a lot of it right now is takes and stuff like that, but it's gonna be all fantasy.
I want to get into. I definitely try to I want to make some informational videos if I can. Give my opinion on some things more than just memeing about Nick Boyle all the time.
Yeah.
And making funny monkeys.
Your video was where the girl, she's like showing off her outfit and you just stitch and you stand like Nick Boyle. That was so funny to me.
Yeah. I put that on the story of the Nick Boyle edits. Nick saw it.
Yeah.
See, since Justin Simmons sees our stories, we want to make it close friends with him, like putting like a straight face. Hey, thanks for the 2 bits. Say Giovanni Bernard.
He's on
the Bucks.
Oh yeah, he's trying to get that ring, man.
Yeah, I missed the wings. We don't have wings tonight.
Speaking of running backs going places, James Conner to the Arizona Cardinals.
Oh yes.
I think he's still serviceable, but he's definitely not good. I don't think either of them are good on that team.
I think Chase Edmonds is
better.
Really better, and I think because James Conner's done more with his career, he'll get more touches, which is really.
He will because he's a big, used to be a big name, former Pro Bowler. Yeah. But I mean, you definitely got to love the dude though, because his story and just everything.
Yeah.
Oh, I absolutely love James Conner as a Steelers fan. I mean, this is him as a man, like what he's overcome, his relationship with God, like how great of a guy he is. Like I
inspirational.
I love him for that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not going to cut him slack for that though. He is a bad running back, and that is tough, and it's hard to say that, but he really is not good. So it was a bad move by the Cardinals.
Yeah.
I don't know.
At least you guys didn't re-sign him.
Oh, yeah. I was going to be pissed if we did.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I think worst offseason move besides the AJ Dillon thing was Kenyon Drake to the Raiders, and then third was James Conner.
That made me laugh so hard. They're going to have two bummy running backs with Josh Jacobs and
DUI, man.
Honestly, Josh Jacobs might be at a little nice discount in fantasy, but I still probably want to take him because I don't want to get beat. First of all, I don't like the guy because he plays for the Raiders. Second of all, he'd be pissing me off because he's not going to be good because, the O-line, and then he's going to be splitting time with Kenyon Drake. Just makes no sense.
I had him last year, first game of the season. He put up 38 fantasy points for me. And
I remember that. I was like, holy shit.
I should have traded him.
Yeah. That was a sell high if I've ever seen one.
Sammy Watkins 2.0.
Sammy Watkins, yeah.
Yeah.
I might just take him this season, just like as a meme.
Oh, yeah.
In like a random league, just to like try to sell him after week 1, no matter what he does, just as a meme, like, oh, he's so good. I'm not sure where he's going to fall because he's going to be wide receiver 1. I don't think anyone wants a Ravens wide receiver on their fantasy team, do they?
Yeah.
I mean, the only Ravens player I'm taking in fantasy is
Nick Boyle.
That too. Yeah, Nick Boyle.
Not Lamar, even I feel like Lamar could get discounted. Maybe not.
Probably not. I mean, I play all 2 quarterback leagues. So,
he's going.
I just think it's way more competitive with 2 quarterbacks because you have way too many good quarterbacks out of the top 12 or 14 that are playable.
I actually like that. Yeah, that's what we do in Superflex. Yeah.
Everybody has a good quarterback, then the whole position is pointless. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because everybody's getting that 20.
Because no one's going to be using a Matt Ryan or a Kirk Cousins or a
Drew Lock.
Yeah.
Lock.
Like it's fun to use guys like, I don't know, like even a Jalen Hurts towards the end of last season.
Yeah, dude.
I had Josh Allen, but still, yeah.
Josh Allen was the number 1 player in fantasy last year. Which was crazy.
And I drafted him in like the 7th round or whenever, like really late.
I did too.
I was so happy about that.
Dude, listen to this. In one of my leagues, I had Christian McCaffrey, Devontae Adams, Russell Wilson, Travis Kelce, DeAndre Hopkins, all these players, and I lost in the championship.
Oh, wow.
Yikes.
Alvin Kamara, 6 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's fantasy though.
It was painful, bro. It was painful.
Yeah. No, literally, I've been invested in Josh Allen since the beginning of last season. Like before week 1, I was actually Adam. I was down in Myrtle Beach. You know how that sports store I got the Kirk jersey?
Yeah.
There was one in Barefoot Landing. I bought a Josh Allen T-shirt, and I was like, I'm going on the Josh Allen train.
That's where I got the Peyton Manning Super Bowl jersey.
And it paid off.
Yeah, I have a Josh Allen jersey. I love that guy.
Mm-hmm. Great guy.
But plug.
Speaking of Josh Allen, MVP pick for next season.
This is hard.
I'm just kidding.
Oh God, no.
Yeah.
Okay, so the most like logical and easy answer I think for this is like Patrick Mahomes type thing.
Yeah.
But I think the answer that I want to lead towards is not Josh Allen, but Justin Herbert.
Yes, that's what I was going to say.
That's what I was
going to say Herbert.
No, I was thinking that too. I was like, that's the dark horse. But
Herbie, give me Herbie.
Kyler Murray is up there too. Maybe as a dark horse.
I like
because he was putting up crazy numbers before the shoulder and all that happened.
He was an MVP candidate.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He was a front runner until like week 7-ish.
I also would not be surprised. I think if I were to rank them, right? I think I'd rank 1 Patrick Mahomes just because it has to be.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'd go the most in terms of most likely, not what I think.
Yeah.
I'd say 2 Josh Allen.
Yeah.
3 Kyler Murray probably, and then 4 Aaron Rodgers again probably.
Yeah, it's crazy the dude can still ball at his age.
And probably 5, I'd probably go Justin Herbert. I think it's pretty likely. I don't think it's all that crazy.
I think it'd be so cool to see a non-QB win, though.
Oh, me too.
I know, honestly.
But it won't happen, though.
It won't happen. QB bias is too big of a thing. We saw that in Rookie of the Year.
And, and I think Justin Jefferson deserved Rookie of the Year.
Oh, 100%. But I don't know. I'm almost split on it, but I love Justin Jefferson.
I do too. I love Justin Herbert as well, but I just think Justin Jefferson was a top 4 player at his position last year.
Oh yeah.
And Justin Herbert wasn't.
You
like,
have him in
very
your top 10 wide receivers, correct?
Lamar's winning
He's-
MVP again. No cap. No way.
Oh no, I don't know about that.
Cold take.
I always get hate for this, but I think I have Justin Jefferson at like 6 for me.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of top 10 receivers. I have him above Allen Robinson and all those guys, but I only have him below Julio, Diggs, Adams,
Tyreek.
Devontae, and Tyreek. Yeah, only those
Yeah,
guys.
just
Not
the
even
top.
Hopkins.
No, Hopkins, yeah.
No, Hopkins is
Yeah,
there,
that's
yeah.
a-
Yeah.
that's
No,
a-
but I have Justin Jefferson outside those top 5. And it's right outside the top 5 in terms of 6.
I should get a DH Hopkins jersey.
A DHK one. Yeah.
I actually found
That's where this one's from. This one's
They were
this one's
selling a
clean.
discounted one, a Red Texans one at a sports store, but it was too
No,
big for
no
me.
Texans. No Texans. Actually, the red ones are clean,
The Red Texans are nice, but
but the Texans are just,
poverty franchise.
especially Watson. It just makes me sick now just to think about them.
Yeah,
And they have
I-
Philip Lindsay.
I know.
I also just kind of lost all respect for Deshaun Watson on this. I don't
Mhm.
know.
I used to like the dude.
Yeah, me too.
I
I
think
posted-
everyone did.
I posted a video in December and it was like players I will always stick up for. And I had like I had Nick Boyle on there,
Oh.
obviously. I had Josh Allen and I had Deshaun Watson, and it didn't age very well
Nope.
because I'm not defending him anymore.
You might want to delete that one.
Yeah.
I'll make a new one actually. I'm gonna make a new one. So
I-
I'll have Kirk on there. I'll have Boyle. I'll have
Drew Lock.
Josh Allen still.
I'll have to look out for when you post that because I want to post one of those too.
I might put Melvin Gordon on there. He's getting too much
Oh,
hate. He's
he
getting
is.
too much hate.
Yeah.
Melvin.
Dude,
He's
Melvin
RB1,
Gordon's
man, and we
solid.
gotta support him.
He's
Didn't
a
he have
good
1,000
dancer
yards last
too.
year?
He is close.
did.
He's like 20 yards off.
Oh,
He
was
was he had
He
a
got, like,
quietly like decent season towards like some parts, but
If you cut out the fumbles,
yeah, he cut out the fumbles.
he's a good receiving back too. Better than Lindsey was.
Yeah,
And
he
as,
was,
as much as I loved Lindsey, he was not a good receiving back. And
Yeah,
so
he
Butterfingers.
Lindsey's 5'8" frame doesn't help him though.
Melvin Gordon was 10th in yards and 12th in touchdowns.
I like how another thing with Jonathan Taylor and just all the running backs in that division is you're playing against two of the worst running defenses.
Oh yeah.
So you just you dick on them and get 200 yards. It's just such a race like in that division. See who's gonna get the most yards, but it's crazy. Like he shot up there too. Ronald Jones was up there. I'm a huge Ronald Jones fan.
Rojo. You're going
But-
about him for the Super
I don't know.
Bowl.
I think Leonard Fournette's better though.
I think he is too, but like Ronald Jones, it was impressive the numbers he was putting up.
Leonard Fournette just had such an interesting season story with the $100 bill, but on his back
Gets
to get
cut,
100 yards, gets cut before season starts, goes to
wins
Buccaneers,
the Super Bowl.
plays meh, and then goes in the Super Bowl, just dominates that Super
The
Bowl.
only reason he really
He
like
got-
did get the time that he did is because Ronald Jones got COVID / like he hurt his wrist. But still, I don't. Shout out to Fournette, man.
Fournette,
Yeah.
and he didn't have a run that's under 5 yards in that Super Bowl. He just kept going. He's a train.
Yeah, he's really good. I think this coming year for fantasy is going to be the hardest year ever in terms of drafting running backs.
I think you're right. Unless you get I really, really want a top 4 pick this year because I want to get Dalvin Cook
Yeah.
or Nick Chubb and just
I
like
think
have
Mike
a
Boone. Mike Boone, the new Bronco.
Oh God.
the new Bronco.
handcuff. He's a handcuff for Gordon, but no.
What I think is gonna be so hard about this year of fantasy is there's so many guys who have lost so much value because of those running back committees that have been put in place, like the Drake situation, or
Yep.
like the even the Chase Edmonds situation. People were really high on him, and now Chase
Oh yeah,
Conner,
they were so
you know what
high
I
on
mean?
him. Yeah.
or even the Deandre Swift with Jared Goff isn't all that appealing now. You know what I mean?
I still feel like he'll be good though. Oh, Cam Akers is another dude that's being way
Ooh,
up there.
Akers. I love Akers. I'm an Akers fan.
Yeah, Cam
I'd get a
Akers.
DH jersey of him too.
Who else got their value absolutely destroyed? I feel like I'm missing somebody.
Anyone on the Texans?
Oh,
Um,
even Leonard Fournette signing back with the Bucks. None of those guys are going to be
Yeah.
that great in fantasy.
Oh man, I
because-
wouldn't want to draft any of them to be honest, because
because
they're so hit or miss. Because Ronald
Yeah.
Jones will have a good game, and then then Fournette might get a touchdown.
Yeah.
and now you have who's that guy who signed Giovanni Bernard? It's
Oh
like-
yeah,
yeah, it's like
I think he might be more like a LaShawn McCoy, occasionally get a
Oh,
snap or
I
two,
love
but
LaShawn McCoy.
shady.
Or remember we were talking earlier about Jonathan Taylor?
Yeah, he might be
I'm not super excited about
Naeem
that.
Hines. Yeah, I won't be taking any Colts. I'm gonna try to get Robinson, Dalvin Cook, or any of the top 5. Who else is up there? And the Falcons have a terrible situation as well.
God.
No one was taking Todd Gurley anyway. Todd Gurley ported, not good anymore. But I mean, Chris Carson's still a pretty safe pick, right?
Yeah, with Carlos Hyde gone, probably.
Yeah, I mean, they were talking about this one dude. I think it was my fancy guy. He's a big guy on TikTok. He was talking about Rashad Penny if Carson didn't resign, but yeah.
Dude, I've made a video on this in the past. I'll probably make another one just because I see so much talk about Chris Carson being this great running back in the NFL, and he's just not. The man cannot stay healthy. He had 680 yards last season. His stats are identical, quite literally identical to David Johnson's last year. Yeah,
he's tough as nails. I drafted him, but I mean, Miles Sanders still could be worth a good pick. I had to draft him at the end of that round. Yeah, you're right. It's a really, really tough year for running backs.
Yeah, it's not going to be fun, dude. It's not going to be fun.
I feel like that's the biggest thing to get right this year in your team. I mean, then maybe tight end. I don't know. I feel like tight end, there's still some good picks. Maybe Irv Smith on the Vikings.
Well, I mean, so I have my rankings here for running backs in fantasy, and I'm just looking through it. And so, I mean, for my top 3 are Saquon, McCaffrey, Cook, and that's my tier 1. Tier 2, I got Henry, Taylor, Kamara, Eckler, Elliott.
Eckler, forgot about him. Yeah.
Nick Chubb and Aaron Jones.
And and Aaron Jones.
And after that, you don't have a lot of guys you're super excited about.
I mean, you could get David Montgomery for that cupcake schedule against the Vikings defense and the Lions, but still, the dude is just not good. No, honestly, people are overrating.
Someone was my fantasy league. I had Devonta Adams. This is before he did. One of my friends kept egging me. He was trying to trade me David Montgomery and 2 other guys for Devonta Adams. I kept saying no. I'm like, I'm not giving away Devonta Adams. He's my wide receiver 1. He's like, but think. Can you accept the trade? No. That's no, not doing it.
I hate people like that.
Yeah.
And then that's the one thing I hate about fantasy. If you're those people who just egg people on and on for a
you need to be playing with people that have the same knowledge that you do. They actually understand the game.
If they say no, it's kind of like a
no means no.
Exactly.
Yeah, or
just like it does
a fantasy league. A fantasy league is pointless if you have idiots in it, because that one idiot will destroy the entire league because they'll trade.
None of them are really too much of idiots, I think. It's just the fact that when they wanted to trade, they would constantly egg you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I understand a low ball. That's pretty, everybody low balls, but
everyone does.
When it's constant, or if some idiot in your league accepts a crazy trade, some guy tried to trade in my league last year, I had to veto it. It was DeAndre Hopkins for
oh Lord.
Oh no.
Jerry Jeudy. And this is not
hey, Jeudy.
Yeah, it wasn't dynasty though. And which even then, and it went through, but then I was like, no, dude, this is BS. I have to do this. It's that stuff just ruins the league.
Yeah, well, so my dad kind of didn't know what was going on. We just kind of had him as an extra. He's not good. He was not controlling his team. Then 1 week before the playoffs, I'm like, he had Aaron Jones. I'm like, I gave him my backup for Aaron Jones, and everyone in the league vetoed it. They're like, no, you are not taking Aaron Jones, because then I had Devonta Adams and Mahomes. I would have been just we had this kid in my league. He's a Seahawks fan. He had a team. I forget. I got to try to see if I can get through league history. He had a very solid all around team. We all thought at the beginning of the year that he was going to be the one to win it. He traded away Tyreek. I think he had Tyreek. He traded away so many studs to try to do a Seahawks team. And we were
that ruins it too.
We were like, no, why? And then we had this one guy who just quit halfway through, gave all of his team to one player, but everyone was like, no, you're not going to do that. You're going to stay in here. Don't be such a shitbag.
Speaking of Tyreek, that's another player that I'm always hesitant to take, to be honest. I get he's great and all, but I just feel like he's going to be taken at a really, really high pick in a lot of leagues.
He'll probably be a top 10, 11 pick. Honestly,
yeah.
Which is way too high for me.
That's going to be weird, because you're going to have Devonta Adams up there. You're going to have probably Kelsey. You're going to have Tyreek. Then where is Michael Thomas going to be? Because I'd love to take him this year, actually.
I don't think I'm that high on him, honestly.
I mean, with Jameis,
I just
might
don't
start
think
running more. I don't know.
deep stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the most concerning thing about him though is how bad his injury was and how he played.
Oh, that's true. He did have
Drew
the
Brees,
ankle.
which was cool, but like
Mm-hmm.
also the locker room problems of him being so soft that he got called slam when he had to punch his teammate. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe he won't be like 2019, but I just love to remember how good he was.
yeah, I think one guy I'm really liking in fantasy next year that is a huge sleeper. Depends on the draft too, though. Is Miles Gaskin.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, with the draft.
If they draft a running back, then obviously not. But if
Yeah,
they
then he's
don't,
gone.
I'm
Oh
really
yeah, I saw a video about
And
him somewhere.
ESPN's top available order for this upcoming year. Number
Oh,
one
God.
is Mahomes, Allen, Murray, Lamar, Rodgers, Watson if he plays, Wilson, Prescott, Herbie, Brady, Tannehill, Burrow. Hurts is up there. Matthew Stafford.
Oh,
Cam
Hurts is up there
Newton,
because Matthew Berry thinks he's going to be like
Kirk
the second coming of
Cousins,
Jesus Christ.
Kirk Cousins, Ben Roethlisberger, Baker Mayfield, Matt Ryan, Tua, Fitzpatrick, Taysom, Derek Carr, Wentz, Jones, Winston, Goff, Darnold, Bridgewater, Garoppolo,
Lock.
Drew Lock, Andy Dalton, McSorley on the list.
All right.
Yeah,
It's irrelevant. It's irrelevant by there. Honestly, out of those, who was it?
Murray at 3.
Oh shoot, who was it? I
man.
was like, that's a great pick.
Jalen Hurts or
No, it wasn't Jalen Hurts. I mean, I might maybe late flyer.
Stafford.
Hell no. Can you read him off again, Adam? Like after Kyler? And I'll stop you when I remember it.
Bozo, yeah, that's running backs. Quarterbacks. After Kyler, it's Lamar, Rodgers, Watson, Wilson, Prescott, Herbie, Brady, Tannehill, Burrow, Hurts, Stafford, Cousins, Newton.
Okay, maybe it's like Herbert.
Ben, Baker's up there.
Oh, Baker, that was the one. Yep. I feel like he'd be another guy to take like a Josh Allen chance on, like I did this season.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think he's gonna have a great year.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, fantasy years is different because you want him to have a little bit of rushing upside. You want him to throw a lot of touchdowns, a lot of yards. I don't know if he will throw a lot of yards though.
Yeah, because the running
back.
Yeah,
the running back core.
That's true.
I think one person I'm 1,000% staying away from, this isn't a surprise to you guys, is Dak Prescott.
Yeah, I mean, I thought about it, and then I remember you were talking about the injury.
I mean, I don't think he'll come back the same player. I think he'll either be insane in fantasy, like a top 3 fantasy player next year, because he'll throw 500 yards a game.
That's true, because he's a yards merchant. Yeah.
Maybe he'll do that, or he'll just be absolutely horrible. But it might be a guy you could take a chance on. I think he'll go high.
Yeah, I mean, even Russ might be another. I hate taking him. I took him in Dynasty, but yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. I have my rankings my to the left me right now, and I have like tiers set up for it. So my tier 1 guys for quarterback are Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, and Kyler Murray for fantasy. Mm-hmm. And then tier 2 is like Herbert, Watson, Rodgers, Wilson, and Dak Prescott, and everybody else is kind of grouped up.
Yeah.
So you ultimately want to get one of those guys in the first 2 tiers, but dude, I'm gonna be able to get Kirk Cousins so late in all my drafts. Like,
oh yeah, I was about to say I might just take him just as a
Kirk
fan.
I wouldn't be surprised if like the first 3 rounds of my fantasy draft next year is running back, receiver, Kirk Cousins, and then some rookie like Zach Wilson. You know what I mean? Like
the Nick Boyle.
I would be completely.
Oh yeah, Trevor Lawrence is going to be on super high.
Oh yeah, Lawrence is going to be up there for.
I remember my friend took Burrow and never
next
even
network. Josh had Trevor at 15.
Lawrence, at 15 and it's top 15.
Already.
Yep.
For fantasy,
like I hate
no, just in general.
Quarterback.
Like we're just talking in general.
Ooh, I don't know about that.
Like I hate those. Like I don't know if you follow SOG football, how they do their tier list. I hate how Lawrence is already a tier 3 or a tier 4 quarterback.
Yeah, those are terrible.
And they go and the tiers are like 6. They're terrible.
Yeah,
they're saying Lawrence is better than so many other. It's like no.
I don't know about that, dude.
He hasn't played it down in the NFL, dude. It's like calm down.
Like he could literally destroy his leg in the first play. You know what I mean? Like we can't say.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously he looks very promising, but you just can't go ahead and say that.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
I think Carson Wentz will be a huge sleeper for fantasy next year, though.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Wentz.
Yeah.
Do I want to take the ginger boy?
I mean, what do you have to lose?
Yeah, it's not like he's gonna be costing you some, like I don't know.
He'll probably be like a 10th rounder, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not drafting quarterback too high
No one's
this
gonna
year.
be woke on Wentz because of his terrible seasons last year. No one's gonna be woke.
All the
on him.
casuals will be like, "Oh, he's trash. He's trash. He's not gonna do
Wentz
anything
terrible.
on the Colts." Colts, a team in general, though.
Oh, when we first did this hot takes and or hot wings hot takes.
Yeah, we talked about the Colts for so long.
Everyone's like saying Colts Super Bowl contenders, Colts playoff teams.
This is
Colts
right
10
after
and
the
6.
trade, so
Yeah.
recency.
I don't know, man. I think not Teddy Bridgewater. Jameis Winston's a nice sleeper pick too.
Yeah.
There you go, Jay.
I love that. Yep.
I don't know. Quarterbacks in fantasy football, like Josh Allen last year, are really easy to hit late rounds, and it'll pay off so much.
Yeah.
So I never agree with taking quarterback in the first 5 rounds unless it's Kyler Murray, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, or Patrick Mahomes.
Mm-hmm.
Besides that, I think you're probably spending too much money.
Yeah, for sure.
Remember my first overall pick? I had the first overall pick, and I took Mahomes. Terrible decision, but it worked out great.
You'll never do that again after hating him.
I never won't, but it's like, everyone's like, yeah, take McCaffrey, but look how that worked out for everyone.
I mean,
who took McCaffrey. I know it's a safe bet. Nobody knows what happens at the beginning of the season, of course, but
that's another player that is injured and might not be back to his form.
Was that a single quarterback league you took him first overall in?
Single quarterback, yes.
Oh my gosh, that is
crazy. Fantasy rookie.
He made the casual decision or mistake, but it's all right. Don't worry. By August or whenever you'll draft, you will be an educated individual as long as you follow Max.
Yeah, no, I'll be posting a lot. I mean, one thing I'm going to try to do on my page come NFL season for fantasy football is I do Fantasy Pros mock drafts all the time just to kind of get a feel of how things are going, and I'm probably going to post
some of them.
But it's hard to post them because I don't really know how to
Yeah, because 60 seconds. Yeah.
It's not a lot of time to go like, oh, I picked this here. This is.
You can do like a part 1, a part 2 if you really want to. That definitely like to see that though. Yeah.
Oh, man. I'm also not super high on Allen Robinson next year. How a lot of people are.
Yeah, with Andy Dalton.
I think Mitch is a lot better than Andy Dalton.
Yeah, it was a downgrade for sure. I feel bad for Bears fans.
Dude, you know who's gonna be crazy next year though? Is Terry McLaurin. Ryan Fitzpatrick is good.
Oh yeah.
Scary.
And Logan Thomas. And Sammis Reyes. Remember the name. Sammis Reyes.
That guy is huge.
He's an athletic monster.
He came from Chile to play basketball at Tulane and then ended up there.
He played basketball. Yeah, basketball. So
yep.
Said, yeah. Also, Amari Cooper.
He looks like he can play any sport.
Oh, you're not really?
No, dude. I think.
Well, CD is starting to take over.
CD's nuts.
I think CD takes over the number 1 role.
That's crazy. I feel like the Cooper is being a bit underrated in general, though.
That's a good wide receiver core, though. You got CD Lamb, Michael Gallup, and Cooper. Yeah. I remember that game. I think it's when Andy Dalton stepped in. It was against the Giants, and they had like the 60 seconds left, and Andy Dalton just dotted up Cooper, then dotted up Gallup, and they won the game. That was so fun to watch. Dude, they had to put the catch under review both times just to like. It is so fun.
Oh yeah, I remember that catch. Yeah.
Dude, that one CD Lamb catch, I don't remember.
Where he snapped against the Vikings, where he
snapped it. That was insane.
That to me was like same tier as like the DeAndre Hopkins catch, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Oh, another dude. For talking the rookies, Brandon Ayuk.
Hurdle touchdown.
No, I'm just talking in general, like for fantasy, maybe.
Ayuk's great.
Actually,
Jerry Jeudy Moss, if you want to go on.
Oh yeah, against the Jets.
And then Jerry Jeudy's 92-yard touchdown, which was the longest passing touchdown of the season.
Dude, I think Jerry Jeudy's a sleeper pick for me next year as well.
I'm taking him.
He's gonna eat. I'm gonna take T. Higgins for sure because I'm a huge fan of him. I'm a huge fan of him.
Higgins is great.
I just don't like Joe Burrow though, so I think I'm avoiding that whole offense. Maybe Joe Mixon. If they draft a tackle, I'm taking Joe Mixon.
Oh, you gotta play the Ravens. You gotta play the Browns. You have to play the Steelers defense.
I know.
Yeah.
He is so talented, but he's not a good position.
Way before last season began, I said to one of my Ravens fans, I said, don't be surprised. I can whip up it's Anthony actually. I said, don't be surprised if the Steelers win the division. He said, Adam, are you stupid? I said, no. Look at their defense and look at the team they have. Do not be surprised if they win that division. He's like, I'm screenshotting this and saving it for later. I'm like, go for it. Do not be
Yeah.
surprised when the Steelers be coming first. And hey, what do you know? Steelers came in first. But also that didn't age well with my Drew Lock could be an MVP take, and
Well, you were obviously
that's crippling.
yeah. But
I bought his jersey and all.
I mean, we're all gonna have takes like that though. Like we're all gonna
yeah,
that
that's
just
part
turns
of
out
yeah.
horribly.
Yeah, sim for Lock.
That's a part of
I think-
giving your opinion on anything. Like
Yeah, exactly. I think we should do something before the season where we just make a bunch of stupid predictions and record it, and then come back to it like at the end of the season
Yeah,
and see how many we actually get right.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember like I was in the party when Drew Lock had that 4 interception turnover game. I was an Xbox party. Like after that game, and like I remember because like one of my friends said they're saying Locks don't do good in fantasy. I had Lock as my backup. I was going to start him over Mahomes. Never would any day, but I remember like I'm like yeah, Lock's gonna go off against the Raiders, and I was just so crippling silence. I'm like
Yeah.
like that was such a hard game to watch. That was
Yeah, I think like for your situation with that like single quarterback league though, like those leagues are to me are just so boring.
Yeah.
Like how we were saying, like if you have a 12-man league, which to me is a kind of a big league because like you're
we had around
12 is
10.
deep.
Around 10.
I played so many leagues.
Sir, we got to be in. We got to start a sports head league.
I'm gonna start one with a bunch of my followers probably, and then probably some of my friends from high school, the ones that are actually serious.
A sports head league.
I'm trying to start a dynasty with them, low key, and just do super flex or a 2
I kind of want
quarterback.
to do like us and all like the fantasy groups, sports. The next network get in there.
With Superflex leagues, the only thing with that is obviously you want a quarterback for your Superflex, and that's what makes it difficult because everyone's gonna have a quarterback, so it's basically just a 2 quarterback league, basically. Yeah,
it was annoying because I forget I took freaking Minshew. I did not take enough quarterbacks in that league. Luckily, I traded for Hurts, so that's why I'm gonna have to take Trevor. But
Minshew, man, that's an L.
Yeah, I don't know. I think for me the most ideal league is 2 quarterback, 3 running back, 3 receiver,
3 running back.
Dude, it's a lot of fun, dude. That's what I played last year, and it was really hard, but it was a lot of fun.
Imagine we did like a big creator.
That's fun though, because you'd be playing like a guy like Jeff Wilson Jr. or something.
Dude, no, seriously. Like
that's funny, and like some of the funniest, like the reason I'm a Nick Boyle fan is because I love looking at all like the backups, and like they're like all memes to me. So especially the running backs.
There was a week I had to start Tony Pollard. He put up 40 points for me.
Yeah, holy.
I'd love if we did like a big creator fantasy league, and during the draft we stream it. Like we got the next network in on it and all. That'd be hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, I know there is I think you're in it, right? For sure, there's like a TikTok
Dynasty.
Yeah, the Dynasty League, right?
Yeah, I'm in that with Chase.
Dude,
we need to kick some people out of that bitch because there's some this dude freaking traded away all his players for a bunch of picks because he doesn't understand how Dynasty works. He thought he was gonna get the first pick, but I don't know. It's stupid. That dude makes
Drew Lock at first pick.
I wanna get a like Dynasty League going with like you guys. I want my fantasy guy to be in there. I want next network to be in there. I want a bunch of just like people who are knowledgeable about football and understand fantasy because you can know football but not know fantasy.
Yeah, I don't think the next network will understand fantasy as much as like guys like us. But I think we gotta keep it, like Chase.
Yeah, Chase too.
Us. My fantasy
trying to
guy.
brag, but
fantasy
I was
zone.
line leader in preschool.
There's a lot of great creators out there.
Yeah. I don't know. Fantasy is so fun, dude. I just want the draft to come so I can really start preparing for fantasy and really think about it.
Yeah, I just want the draft to come so I can know who the Broncos are going to take. And
are we going to do live coverage of the draft live reaction?
Oh, for sure. I'll be home by then too. So.
Ooh. Yeah, when you get home, by the way. Oh, you don't have Game Pass. Never mind. Damn.
What do you mean?
The shows on Game Pass for Xbox.
Oh no, I do have Game Pass.
Oh, bet you can get. Yeah, all right, bet.
Oh yeah, I'll get the show. Well, obviously I don't have my Xbox here, but actually I'm not sure if I enjoy playing a baseball video game. I really don't even play my Xbox.
It'd be fun between us. Like, what if we did gaming? Like, just like one funny gaming video would be hilarious between us.
Do they have like ultimate?
Madden's already funny between us because like Nick Boyle in franchise mode is hilarious.
Yeah.
We just give him X Factor and let him go off. And I told Mercer this story.
You don't need X Factor, but okay.
I was doing this like big like like rebuild, and I remember we were getting like torched by the Cardinals one game. I like step on defense for a drive. I see this superstar tight end, and I'm like, who is that? And I see 86, and I said, there is no way this is happening. I hold DRT, hold down. I see Nick Boyle, and I start laughing so hard. I'm like, oh.
So let me speak on Matt about Nick Boyle because he has superstar X Factor. awesome, right?
Oh
The
my
dude has
God.
one of the worst face scans in the game. They did my guy so dirty. It looks awful.
I don't play games like Madden and Show and 2K. I don't have an Xbox or console. I have a PC.
PC, yeah.
Oh, man, I'm PC.
PC
I'm
Master
both.
Race.
It is, bro. It is.
I mean, we were talking it was you, Dante, and I.
Yeah, we were talking
Yeah.
about
Dante, we need to get him one.
Dante been busy, man. He's getting married soon.
Really? Because I didn't only talk to him once in that party.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. We have not recorded that pod in so long. So
Always, yeah, the Sports Head
Sports
has the
Head-
exclusive deal with
yes,
Melissa.
Sports Head
Can't go on
signed
any other
Hey
show.
Peter 123 to an exclusive deal.
that.
We should make that announcement.
No, I'll still do it then.
How
For
often do you
sure.
guys do the podcast?
We have not done who? Chase and I or us?
Or how often do you guys do this one, the Sports Head Network?
Every day.
Not
2
every day.
days at least. Every 2 days.
We
at least.
stream maybe 3 times a week though. We do every Friday. And it just
And
depends on when we get interviews or not. Like, because that's a big
Yeah.
thing that's going to grow
But
us.
we're
is
on this
interviews.
every day about ideas and posting and editing and
Mhm.
what's upcoming. Because like I was at the field with Josh today and we recorded stuff that I got to edit. So
Mhm.
we have lots of ideas. We have lots of backup clips and can save in case stuff doesn't work. We have clips from months ago that still haven't been posted to this day.
Yeah. We
I'm
just
not
need
the
to
best
be
at
posting
posting.
more. Yeah.
I'm very lazy.
The YouTube is you have that on your account, right? So
Yeah, that's me. That's my Broncos account.
Yeah.
I feel that though. I've been super lazy to post on TikTok lately, and
Mhm.
I need to make a YouTube and start doing fantasy stuff before the season starts.
Oh yeah, that'd be huge.
Yeah, we're trying
Yeah.
to up our YouTube for reasons we're not going to say on stream. If you want to talk afterwards, we'll give you all the inside to that. But
Yeah.
It's a long story.
we're trying to grow our YouTube too. It's for more content because because I'm going to meet up with Mercer again on at the beginning of May for Myrtle Beach, and we could record us going to the sports card store.
Yeah, I drove down to Myrtle Beach to meet this bozo about a month or so ago. So
Yeah.
That's cool. That's super cool.
yeah.
Because I'm from Maryland, but I have a house in Myrtle Beach and I go there often.
Mhm.
When I
That's
first
cool.
started talking to Mercer, I was at that house actually.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember he showed me the Broncos stuff. I'm like, oh, I have nothing here.
Back at home.
The one thing that sucks about being in Myrtle Beach is I don't know what the summer's gonna hold for this show because obviously I have the PC in my Maryland home, my main home, but I don't have the PC in Myrtle. So
Yeah,
it's
I'm potentially thinking about buying one, but I really don't know much about what, and I really don't want to break my bank.
Obviously, you're not gonna game on it, but
Probably
I say,
not.
just get one that can at least just run Twitch, a Twitch stream, which it shouldn't be that much.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't take much.
Yeah.
Your laptop powered through it the one time when we were rating Simmons. Your laptop powered through it.
This
It might not
laptop's
have
a
been
piece
top
of crap.
quality, but
It doesn't take that much to run a Twitch stream, but I would say if you're gonna buy a PC, you probably should buy it so you.
because
can
we
just
want
play
to
something
interact
on
with
it,
our crowd more, because we want to do
Mhm.
a Madden franchise with them or a Madden 20 would be hilarious with our crowd. Or
I'm not sure if we have the facilities to do that, but definitely just more
we
stuff.
could just whoever tells us they win, we can just write it on a piece of paper and just make an edit. Only takes me 5 minutes in Photoshop to whip up something that looks all of us, honestly. Between Mercer, me, and Josh, we all have very good, I'd say, Photoshop abilities.
We all do our part.
I have very great
this part.
video editing abilities. I'll never stay behind flexing that. I can whip up. A
Oh,
good video.
I edit the TikToks pretty good too. You see
Yeah,
when
you do the TikToks are great.
Josh from Next Network was doing his top 15
Yeah,
quarterbacks, I had the picture.
You cut it in time. Yeah, that's good.
And I did Trevor Lawrence. It was just the one with him, the suit on the draft
We've
picture.
been slowly teaching Josh's Photoshop. Well, he's gone really because he wants our photo class for our school. I know we're getting hell off topic here, but our photo class, they want you to use Adobe.
You can probably stop recording if you want to.
Yeah.
If you just want to.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we're probably